What is Battle Court Jai-Alai? The world's fastest ball sport, and so much more. Jai-Alai is played inside a 3-wall court that measures just 120 feet long by 33 feet wide. The game is played with a hand-woven wicker basket called a cesta and a Jai-Alai ball. The ball is as hard as a rock, and it travels around the court at an average speed of 150 miles per hour. Players will crash into the sidewall or throw themselves onto the concrete ground without a single layer of padding just to get to it. Jai-Alai is like playing baseball if you had to catch and throw with just the gloved hand. And it's a rally sport, kind of like tennis, but much more dangerous.
Manny, there's a carom. Bradley on the move, breaking. He got there. Blast the forehand. Everybody out of the way, and Nicholas got hit by the ball.
Jai-Alai is played as a singles match or as a doubles match. The match winner is the first player or doubles pair to win 2 out of 3 sets played to 6 points.
Gaucheri up in the front court towards the inside. What a scoop!
What an amazing
by Douglas.
catch.
Gaucheri picks it up in the front court, whips it inside.
Right, another
one.
mate. Did it
He
again.
made it.
2 times back to back. That's freaking crazy.
Here's Gaucheri, 2-wall return. Douglas reaching outside. Powerful forehand at the feet is missed for the
Point,
win.
set, and match.
Point, set, and match.
That's
Douglas.
respect.
Every point rally begins with a serve, then the players alternate catching and throwing the ball. While a point is being played, the ball can hit any of the court walls, but it cannot bounce twice on the ground. Simply put, the object of the game is to catch one more ball than your opponent, or better yet, to fire the ball so it can't be caught. When a player cannot successfully return the ball to the front wall, then 1 point is awarded to the opposition and the next rally begins with a new serve. A Battle Court game day consists of 6 matches, and the team that wins the most matches wins the day. Pick your favorite team, doubles pairing, or singles player, and cheer for them all season long. Or up the ante and bet on it. Battle Court Jai-Alai allows for wagering on the matches, the sets, and each individual point. The ball is lethal, the game is lightning fast, and the action is limitless. This is Battle Court Jai-Alai.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Jai-Alai. Live from Jam Arena. Tonight's game day will feature the Chargers and Fireballs. And with that, I'd like to welcome everybody back to another edition of the Spring 26 Battle Court season. I'm Andrew Bleckman, joined alongside Stu Nyman to bring you tonight's all-doubles contest between the Chargers and Fireballs, beginning here with Division 5. That'll bring out Eggy and Julian for the Chargers, and they'll take on Lalu and Stan. Ready to kick off the action today will be the Chargers with the serve to begin play. Eggy and Julian coming into this matchup 3-1 so far in the regular season. Best record in Division 5. Lalu and Stan not too far behind, just 2-1 for that Fireballs team.
Here's the backhand by Stan. Powerfully thrown. Robote coming out. Lalu steps in at the 6 line. Cortada stopped by Eggy. Beautiful catch by Stan off the wall. That ball touched the overhead screen, which is out of play. First point of the day goes to Eggy and Julian.
Well, the key matchup in this one is Lalu against Eggy up here in the front court. You know, the Fireballs really wanted to get Lalu down here in a lower division where he can dominate, and that's the intent here. But the front court Division 5, they want him to play a majority of the balls when he can. But Eggy's been great to start off his career. He's been very aggressive. We'll see how he does against probably his toughest matchup to date.
Robote comes to the forehand of Lalu. He fires it right back. Here's the backhand by Julin. Stands there. Great catch in the corner. That ball kicks the outside, way to the outside. Eggy's there.
Oh, what a Robote.
That will score on the second bounce. Well done. 2 points for Eggy and Julin. So the point there is ball memo, as we've kind of been joking, or as I've been joking around, is absolutely Julin knew where that ball was going to go, that it was thrown powerfully, but from the forehand, it was going to go outside.
And Lalu was right there with him, so once he made that save, it was Stan, who was starting pretty deep in the backcourt. No chance to get up there before the second bounce.
Robote forehand by Eggy. Lalu's there, winding up. Split placement will score. Lalu and Stan are on the board with a point. Lalu serves.
Yeah, you just need Lalu to be a little bit more aggressive in this Division 2. I was looking at the numbers specifically in Division 5. He's only thrown 4 kill shots. He's scored on all 4 of them, but that just shows you he hasn't been very aggressive. You compare him to a guy like Benny, who's in Division 5, who scored over 20 kills. I mean, that's the type of style they want to see Lalu play. Again, they're 2-1, so can't be too critical, but we'll see him open it up today.
Here's a forehand by Julin. Clean miss, but it scores. 3 points for Eggy and Julin of the Chargers. Eggy serves.
And you see how deep Lalu got on that point? Again, that was their one win. I mean, he was playing very deep. That came just 2 weeks ago when they played against, that was Correa and Cabrera. I mean, he was back here at the 8 or 9 line pretty consistently. Also in that matchup, Cabrera got hurt, so it was kind of a weird one where the Fireballs dominated.
Robote forehand, powerfully thrown by Eggy. Lalu winds up, 2-all, stopped, down low by Eggy. Lalu, difficult catch before it crossed the wall. Straight to the back wall, Robote comes out, Eggy's there, sends it. Caught in the backcourt by Stan. Eggy moves up, placement inside, stands on the catch. Ball tipped. 2 points for Lalu and Stan of the Fireballs. Lalu served.
Got to give Stan a lot of credit there. Made the defensive play and then put it pretty close to the side wall on the return, making that catch a little tricky for Julin. You know, coming into this matchup, I mean, Stan down at 84% in his catch rate. But if he makes plays like that and puts it on the wall, that'll make up for it in a hurry.
It's a powerful serve by Lalu. Stan on the backhand. Robote, that rebound off the back wall. Clip. Catch in the air by Lalu. Cortada by Lalu. Stopped by Eggy. Eggy's backhand finds the spot on the court where nowhere is and scores. 4 points for Eggy and Julin. Eggy serves.
Well set up there by the Fireballs. You know, they blast the backhand. Eggy lays up the Robote. Lalu's got it here on the forehand. And this Cortada again, I mean, Eggy handles that pretty comfortably, even though it's crossing the side wall. We've seen a little more success with the carambola, where guys take more of an angle, and that ball is less predictable when it kicks off the side wall.
Here's Julin from the 9 line to the back wall, out to the Robote. Julin called for it, takes it on the bounce, deep in the backcourt, high and hard to the front wall. And that scores. 5 points for Eggy and Julin of the Chargers. Possible set point.
And with how aggressive Eggy typically plays in this division, Lalu can't position himself as deep as he was in the previous matches. Eggy can throw shots. He'll place it to the inside, throw the 2-wall. So, again, this is a tough matchup for the Fireballs, and Chargers have handled it well through the first set.
Robote forehand. Played straight back. Lalu is there. Julin at the 10 line, takes it in the air. Stan lifts it high and hard to the back wall. Robote coming out. Robote by Eggy. Lalu takes it on the bounce. Beautiful catch by Stan, deep in the backcourt. Here's Julin at the back wall. Julian now on the back wall. Powerful throw. Stands hanging in there. Backhand from the 9. Stays inside. Eggy playing deep, like real deep. That ball clears the overhead screen, comes way out. Lalou fires this rebote to the backcourt, and Julian's there. Julian sends this one to the back wall, out to the rebote.
When this pairing was put together, did you ever think you'd see Eggy back at the 9 line in early March? I mean, that's great to see his confidence, though.
No, and that was the whole key. No one knew how Eggy was going to do.
Yeah.
And then, surprise, he's done great.
Yeah, he's been really good.
Big bounce brought down by Julian. Here's the backhand. Lalou calls for it, fires it hard. Eggy cuts it off. Backhand powerfully thrown. Eggy on the catch, winds it up.
Yeah,
Placement inside, beautifully executed to score. Point and set for Eggy and Julian of the Chargers. 2 minutes go on the board. We'll come back out. Player next set.
Look at Eggy here, Costado straight to the inside, and you know that's very smart, a really smart throw. Because look, worst case scenario, Stan picks it up there at about the 6 line, and he's probably not going to kill you with it. If he goes outside and you give it to Lalou on his forehand, you know that's killer, and you're not going to stay in many points. But well thought out. I really like the strategy by the Chargers. In 6-2, they took the first set.
I was talking to someone. Someone asked me a question about Eggy this weekend. Blanking on me who it was, but we were talking about. You know, they said there was just something about you know his form. They saw his efficacy, but like you know his form was throwing well. And look beyond the form. What occurred to me was the person I was speaking to and the way that I described to him. I said, "You've never seen a green highlight player. You've really never seen someone who's like really young in their career where they're just mad focused on catching and placement and not making mistakes in doubles for their partner, which kind of becomes the mindset of most young. Occasionally you get these, you know, stars that come out that just want to kill everything that they see. But Eggy's ability to find the spots on the court where he's able to kill the point comfortably is really impressive.
I mean, yeah, he's come in here in terms of his catching, Stu. I mean, you're spot on. He's got the highest catch rate of almost every player in Divisions 5 and 6, but definitely the highest of any player in his rank, and that just shows you how much value he provides. He's been a great pickup to this Chargers team, and then you pair him up with a guy like Julian, who's dominated this division with a player like Correa previously with the Warriors, and now you give him Julian, who's got even more shots, even more variety with how he uses the Costado. This is a dangerous team in Eggy and Julian, and again, one that we really couldn't predict coming into it, but through the first 4 matches, they look like they're going to be a contender. And let's see how the Fireballs attack this second set. You know, we mentioned Lalou. I mean, only 4 kill attempts in Division 5 coming into this match. Look, you know, pretty simply, if you're playing with the backcourt that has the lowest catch rate on the roster, Lalou's got to do a little more to push the pace and try to score some points. I mean, to get in these long rallies, it hasn't worked out to this point in the season. And we'll see how they do here in set 2.
We begin our second set with a powerful serve by Lalou. Here's the backhand. Rebote, that rebound off the back wall. Eggy makes the save. Lalou keeps it on the right side, steps in, low and hard. Caught by Julian at the 8 line. Rebote for Lalou. Powerful backhand, that took off. Hit the overhead screen. Lalou and Stan of the Fireballs get the first point of the second set. Lalou serves.
And let's see what they can do now with control of the serve. Eggy apologizing there to Julian, his backcourt, but really nothing to apologize for. He's played pretty well. And that serve for Lalou was such a weapon last year. He's only got 2 aces this year after leading the league in the fall season.
Rebote forehand. Oh, that takes off to the outside and lands out. We're all tied up 1-1 in the second set. Eggy has a serve for the Chargers.
Yeah, we didn't see a whole lot of these yesterday because the guys were controlling the rebote very well, but you know, big right side for Lalou. It escapes a bit, and then it hits off the back wall. It's going to go outside, and that one didn't stay in the court.
Fault over serve. Second serve must be good. Here's the backhand by Stan. Julian lets it pass. Egi looking for the rebote. A tough one at the side wall. Lalu attacks, has it on the forehand.
Look at Julian.
Direct throw, and Julian catches it. Stan, good pickup at the 10 line. Lalu takes this one on the bounce. Good wall placement. Caught nearby.
Well,
Julian.
that's the second throw in a row while it was thrown right to Julian in the air. I mean, just put it on the floor, throw it a little lower, but to have him catch it in the air is pretty simple for a player of Julian's caliber.
Big bounce brought down by Julian. Rebote, 2-all. Lalu's ready for it. Rips the cortada home to score. Lalu and Stan with 2 points and the serve.
And that was just a bullet. And Egi stepped in front of it before it crossed the sidewall. He knew it was going to get even more complicated if it touched. But look at this one. He drops it down, fires it in, and yeah, you just stand in there and hope it sticks in the basket. 2-1 lead for the Fireballs.
Ball under serve. Second serve must be good. Julian moves to the outside to make the catch. Powerful forehand. Looking to pass. Stan cuts it off at the 9. Julian, tough catch on the side wall. Big backhand follows. Straight to the outside. That goes. Egi got out there. Got assessed on it. Just not able to complete the play. 3 points for Lalu and Stan. Lalu serves.
Yeah, it's another one of these jam bounces, and he just gets a bad read on it early, and he makes up for it with his foot speed. Look at this. He takes off, sprinting outside, goes down hard. You noticed, too, he was there, just didn't have it in the basket as he went to make the throw.
Egi reaching out with the forehand, tried to catch it in the air, winds up tipping it. A 4th point for Lalu and Stan. Lalu serves.
Yeah, that's what we saw kind of in Egi's last match. He has a tendency, if a couple points don't go their way, he does push a little bit and try to insert himself in. Look, if you don't know if you can make the catch on the serve, let it pass to Julian, who hasn't dropped one yet.
That was a powerful serve by Lalu. Handled well by Julian. Julian on the forehand. On Karam.
Yeah, there it is.
Beautifully executed by Julian to score. Egi and Julian on the board with 2 points. Egi serves.
Well, that's a part of the game we haven't even seen from Julian this year. That right side, especially in these lower divisions, it's such a weapon. The outside placements, the Karams, and the ladder right there scoring perfectly. And if Lalu's going to be that deep into the inside, Julian should keep firing those shots.
Rebote forehand. Kicks up. Goes to the outside. Straight to the outside where it scores. A 3rd point for Egi and Julian. Egi serves.
Yeah, number 1, it's the same bounce for everybody. And number 2, these guys have seen it enough that they should be able to adjust at this point. I get the frustration in the first week, understanding it less and less as we play every match.
Here's the catch by Julian. I mean, I could explain it to you if you want.
No, I don't understand the player's frustration with it now. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, that part, the frustration
I get it.
part? I could probably explain that
like in the
too.
first week, if you don't
entirely
know.
Different conversation.
Yeah.
2-all
Look at
beautifully executed by Egi to score. 4-4 is the score. Egi serves.
And how about that? I mean, pretty simply, just not another player at his level that can do this. What a combination. Makes the catch, Costado, and a 2-all scores. Look, you got to keep attacking. If Lalu's going to be to the inner third part of the court, you just got to keep throwing it outside. He can't cover the entire width.
Really got to appreciate Egi's. I mean, he's not playing conservative. He's not. I mean, he's out there just playing the best. Whatever he's got, he's putting out there. It's on the serve. It's on the shots. It's on the positioning. And that's really what you want to see.
3 straight points, and the Chargers have tied it up.
Stan on the catch. Big backhand by Stan.
Wow, way out.
Rebote forehand. Lalu on the catch. Lalu blasts this backhand into the corner, out to the rebote.
Yeah, but just feeding the rebote. You know, he's throwing it hard, but I mean, Eggy's got a pretty good read on these.
Julian goes to the inside, a rebote left side. Julian will take that on the forehand.
That's a tough one.
Stan,
what
great
a
catch. Behind the 8. Lalu takes it in the air. Julian calls for it. That scores. A 5th point for Lalu and Stan. Possible set point.
That's a big catch for Stan. That one that was right on the wall crossing, he plucked it off, and Fireballs get the 5th point. This catch right here, look at that. It's crossing, the basket's low, and it's just perfect. Those are the catches that, especially these lower division players, have really struggled with. But Stan made it there, gives the team a chance to extend the match. Tough one. Oh,
Beautiful scoop by Julian. Rebote coming out.
Ooh, that kicked way up.
Stan now on the backhand. Lalu down low, back to the inside. Beautiful catch by Eggy.
All tipped.
Point and set to Lalu and Stan. 2 minutes go on the board. We'll come back out, play our next set.
There's the response. Lalu and Stan take set 2, 6-4. So, first match of the day. Going to a 3rd and decisive set here. Fireballs built up that lead as much as 4-1 in set number 2, and then 3 straight points for the Chargers made it a ball game. Final 2 points going their way. They close it out. There you see Nicholas on the bench with Lalu. What a great guy to learn from, especially he's talking about the left side. Nicholas, his catching this year has been phenomenal. Big addition to this Fireballs team. They've seen the results in Division 1 with Nicholas and Urrutia. Had some success in Division 2 with Lalu and Nicholas. Back over to this Chargers team, though. See Turbide coming over. He's likable, just talking through with these guys. Again, they know exactly what to do. They played so well in the first set. I mean, their strategy, just blast the ball, try to get Stan in the corner, get him on an island, and have him beat you. In set number 2, Lalu got himself a little bit more involved. And again, even at this level, you just throw it hard to the inside over and over again. That is a viable option. It's just how sustainable is that, and you know, how repeatable is it?
So this island that you keep talking about, where is it? We've been talking about this island lately. I might like to visit. Do you need a passport?
I would have to go get one too. So let's, yeah.
Oh, yours is expired too, or have you never had one?
No, it's expired. I can't go anywhere. I think it's an island in the States or U.S. territory. I can travel there for sure.
No doubt in Wisconsin. We're ready to begin our 3rd
There's a couple islands
and final set. Eggy has to serve for the Chargers. Ball over serve. Second serve must be good. Here's the catch by Stan. Here's the backhand. Rebote coming out. That ball took off at the overhead screen. First point of the decisive 3rd set goes to Lalu and Stan. Fireballs, Lalu serves.
Well, just technically, the way that Eggy throws his right side rebote is a little more over the top than some other players, and I think you're going to see a few more escapes from that right side, too. I mean, it happened in the first set. It got him a point, but that time came back to bite him.
Powerful backhand by Julian. Rebote coming out. Rebote forehand rifle from the forehand of Lalu. That's a great catch by Eggy. And a powerful backhand follows. Lalu sends this one flying. Rebote to the outside. Right to the forehand of Lalu.
2 bounces.
2 bounces before Julian made the catch. Lalu and Stan get a second point.
Well, that's the right time to throw that cortada with Julian back there at the 10 line as he was making the throw, and Eggy to the outside. There was a lot of space, and he found it. Eggy's done a great job of defending those, and Julian coming in from the back hasn't had as much success.
Will score 3 points for Lalu and Stan in the third set. Sorry, didn't mean to cut you off.
No, you were on it, Stu. The ace for Lalu. That's what we're talking about in the second set. Haven't seen a lot of them, but he gets one there at a critical time to push the lead to 3-0. Another hard serve. Oh, handled well.
Beautiful catch by Julian off the hard serve. Here's the backhand by Stan. Rebote. Rebote forehand. Lalu takes it on the bounce. Big right side. Julian, tremendous catch behind the 9 line. Here's the backhand. Rebote. What a catch by Eggy. He stuck that beautifully on the left side.
Just fearless up in the front.
Julian gets back in there. Backhand to the inside. Lalu moves to the 8 line to make the catch. Rebote coming out. Eggy's on it. Forehand Rebote. Oh, that took off and hit the overhead screen. 4 points for Lalu and Stan here. In the third set, Lalu serves.
And again, it's just kind of the way he throws it with a fresh ball. I mean, that's going to kick up and out of play almost every time. 4-0 lead here. After the Chargers were in total control after set 1.
Stan on the catch. Backhand from the 9 to the inside. Julian hangs in the corner. Stan deep in the backcourt. Keeps the point alive. Backhand. That hit the overhead screen. That's out of play. There will be no shutout in the third set. Eggy and Julian get a point. Eggy serves.
Yeah. I mean, I get it. They've been passing pretty well, and you want to get the ball to Eggy, but, you know, you always have to keep that overhead screen in mind after a 4-point lead. You don't want to give away one, especially here in the backcourt.
Here's the backhand by Julian. Powerful, powerful backhand by Lalu. He sends it flying. Eggy's on it. Lalu's there. Backhand, wall to wall, powerfully thrown. Eggy, another fine throw. Stan tipped the ball. 2 points for Eggy and Julian. Eggy serves.
And very quickly, the lead cut in half. It's always a game of runs in Divisions 5 and 6 doubles. We'll see if the Chargers can put a big one together here.
Backhand by Stan. Goes to Julian. Julian from the 9 line. Stan from deep in the backcourt. Powerful backhand. Rotate forehand to the inside. Stan, powerful backhand. Rebote coming out. Eggy, forehand Rebote over the top. Lalu follows it to the 7. Lalu's attacking with the right side. Cortada. Beautifully thrown. Good effort by Eggy. That is 5 points in the third set for Lalu and Stan of the Fireballs. Possible match point. It was a beautifully thrown cortada, but you got to give it to Eggy. He got assessed on it.
Well, I was kind of just going to say, and, you know, you got a big picture. Perspective is important. I mean, he's handling Lalu's right side fairly well for a guy who's only a month into his professional career. I know he'd like to win, but let's see if they got a comeback in him.
Eggy picks the serve, throws the carom. Eggy got back out there and made the save.
Oh, boy.
My, oh, my. 3 points for Eggy and Julian. Still possible match point. Great play by Eggy up there in the front court. Eggy has the serve, as you were saying.
Well, here it goes.
He picks it, throws a carom.
Yeah, that's the throw that I don't quite get, and Lalu certainly like to have back. How about that catch running around it, and the two-wall just dies. Yeah.
Rebote. Eggy on the rebote. Lalu takes it in the air. Drop shot. Eggy gets it on the forehand. Carom. Stopped by Lalu. Lalu fires this one home to score. Point set and match to Lalu and Stan of the Fireballs, taking it 6-3 in the third set.
Wow, Lalu and Stan get their third win in 4 matches, improving to 3-1. Best record for any doubles team for the Fireballs. Take a look at that last sequence. Eggy again, aggressive. It's a carom, but doesn't get by Lalu. And yeah, he doesn't take any chances this time. Inside placement to score for the win. Fireballs on the board first, leading 1-0.
As soon as that highlight ball leaves the cesta, you can't blink because every second is packed with action. Keep up with the world's fastest ball sport all game day long with bets on the matches, the sets, and each individual point. Find your favorite team or player and get in on the action with DraftKings, the official sports betting partner of the World Jai-Alai League. The crown is yours.
Take a look at that game day score. Fireballs lead 1-0, courtesy of Lalu and Stan. It's going to be a pretty solid team here for the Fireballs. Looks like they're over in the cage. Let's hear from those guys after their third win of the season. Congratulations, Lalu and Stan, 3-1 now as a doubles pairing. You guys just keep getting better and better. Stan, what have you liked about the way this team has evolved through the first couple matches?
Yeah, first of all, super happy for the win. I think it's one of the toughest teams in our division, so super happy about it. Getting used to the court, getting used to each other, being able to just speak French between ourselves, I think helps a lot. So, getting used to playing together.
Awesome, guys. Well, a big win for you there. First points on the board for the Fireballs today. Thank you. Going over to Division 4 doubles up next with Iturbide and Robin, putting their 4-1 record on the line as they take on CRB and Ikeda. Two teams kind of on opposite trajectories here to begin the season. Iturbide and Robin, they've been off to a great start, 4-1 through their 5 matches played. CRB and Ikeda still looking for that success together. They are 0-3. The first time those two have ever been paired up together in battle court, so a little bit of a learning curve there, but we'll see if they can get it done for the first time against this strong Iturbide and Robin team.
Well, you know how I feel every time I see out CRB on the court. It just brings a smile to everyone's face.
It does.
Like everyone's face. There's even someone pushing a cart full of trash bags, like through the auditorium. He saw CRB on the court. He was smiling. He hasn't smiled in like 6 months.
Well, a fun matchup. CRB and Iturbide in the front court still. Division 2 against Division 5 ranked players, and Iturbide has been the Costado assassin this year. I mean, his kill numbers have been off the charts. I mean, he's leading the league in total kills, kill rate, in a bunch of specific shot categories. Just, that's the guy you want to see with the ball up in the front court. Iturbide's been getting it done this year. Robin's been very happy to have him as a partner. He's talked about that in a lot of his interviews. We'll see if they can add another win right here and tie up the game day.
CRB does not recognize any statistics that do not say that he is better than his opponent. We are ready to begin our next match. We have Iturbide serving for the Chargers. I'm serious.
And amazing, too, Iturbide and Robin, their one loss was 6-5 in a third set against Hiram Bradley. So they're just a point away from still being undefeated. This is a really strong team. They got their work cut out for them.
Robin from the forehand at the 9 line. Ikeda advances, takes it in the air. Cortada, stopped by Iturbide. Rebote. Rebote forehand save. Iturbide attacking, has it on the scoop. Drop shot. Ikeda gets it all the way up to, oh my goodness, what a catch by Iturbide. Look at CRB move into position. Did it have the distance? Yes, it did. And it's on the wood.
Yep, there it is.
Carambola scores. Tremendous teamwork by Ikeda and CRB, but the Chargers first upon the board in our second match.
Yeah, it didn't take too long for Iturbe to get his first kill either. Just scrambling for the fireballs on that point. I mean, doing everything they can to just stay in it. The key for them is, I mean, where's the offense going to come from? It's pretty clear for the Chargers, but CRB, rather, has to keep up with Iturbe. That's a tall task.
Fault over serve. Second serve must be good. Ikeda read that beautifully. Just moved up. I mean, he was all the way up at the 1.5 line. Here's the backhand by Ikeda. Robin on the catch. Robin still playing deep. From the 10 line. Ikeda advances. Looks to the corner. Robin's there. Fine catch. Backhand from the 9 line. Big right side by Ikeda. Iturbe playing deep. Backhand from the 8 line. Ikeda from the backcourt. Robin, forehand now from the 9 line. CRB, midcourt. Here's the backhand, wall to wall. Left side, Iturbe on the rebote, lays it up. Robin plays it deep, headed to the corner. Ikeda is there. Powerful backhand by Ikeda along the wall the entire way. Iturbe makes a save with a soft touch. CRB moves up on it. Soft touch. Iturbe got there.
Duck.
Blasts it outside to score. Second point for Iturbe and Robin. Tremendous foot speed here by Iturbe. I mean, Iturbe takes off. This ball's about to bounce by the, just past the 2 line.
And when he gets there,
CRB's out there.
Cover. I mean, he just throws it straight to the outside. The Philo hasn't really had success with that shot. The only shot that he hasn't scored with this year, but can't say that anymore.
Backhand by Ikeda. Robin at the sidewall. Stops it well on the backhand. Robin powerfully to the backcourt. Ikeda makes the catch. Little clip. That passes. Outside placement from the outside, and it is tipped by CRB. A third point for Iturbe and Robin. Iturbe serves. Look at this. Outside of the outside with intent.
And Ikeda really tried. You could tell him he was yelling at CRB. He had it, but they just have to have that trust that your backcourt is going to be there, and it was not that time.
Powerful backhand by Ikeda. Robin's there. Ikeda calls for the catch. Powerful forehand goes to the corner. Robin on the left side. Rebote save, hooked over the top. A fourth point for Iturbe and Robin. Iturbe serves.
Yeah, that was a high lofting rebote that dropped pretty sharply along the sidewall. There's really no chance to get a lot of power on that one. And even if he does, I mean, that's just a defensive save that Iturbe probably would have killed on the next throw. I mean, 4 straight points here and clinical start for these Chargers.
There's the backhand by Ikeda. To the corner, Robin pulls it off the wall. Big backhand follows. Rebote coming right up the middle to CRB. CRB with the clip. Goes to the costado of Iturbe.
That is so
good. The drop shot scores. 5 points for Iturbe and Robin. Iturbe serves.
Well, Ikeda's charging down the inside, and I think Iturbe heard the footsteps. He just didn't care one bit. I mean, he threw it just above the pad, and that is as good of a drop shot as you're going to see. It needed every bit of it.
And Iturbe, Ikeda's getting to it, but I mean this.
Yeah, that one he couldn't.
Getting there and catching it, 2 different things. Ikeda on the backhand of the inside, a little lower. Iturbe Into the corner. Oh, what a catch by Ikeda. Robin, powerfully. Ikeda on the forehand at the back wall. Right side to the inside. Robin's there. CRB attacks, winds up. 2-ball hit the pad. The pad is bad. Point and set to Iturbide and Robin. 2 minutes go on the board. We'll come back out, play our next set.
Straight points for the Chargers, Iturbide and Robin there. And look, I mean, you heard some of the stats coming into it. 4-1, only loss coming on the final point of a match. And these guys just came out hot when the Chargers needed it most already with a loss on the board. So the Fireballs leading the game day. And who better to send out than Iturbide and Robin?
Here we are back in the players' cage. Players taking the breaks back here in between sets and to prepare for matches.
53 kills this season for Iturbide, and for those saying, well, he plays in Division 4, it's a little bit inflated. I went back and looked, 23 of his 53 kills have come in Division 2, which means he's got 30 of those kills in Division 4, and he's played an extra match in this division. So if you look at the per-match rankings, pretty similar. And when you're playing against Iturbide, it's mostly from the costado, and you have to know that. I mean, he's 24 out of 34, over 70% kill rate on the 2-all this season. That's first in kill rate and total scores. He's first in split placement kills. He's first in drop shot kills. I mean, just making you cover the entire width of the court, the length, and he just makes life so difficult for the opponents. And he is an assassin with that costado. I mean, that's the simplest way to put it. Pretty much every major category, Iturbide winning or the top 5. And you would think, Stu, with such an aggressive player, right? Well, they have to throw the ball out of play a whole lot. Well, Iturbide throws it out of play less than 2% of the time, lowest of any full-time front quarter, too. He's only thrown 10 balls out of play this year. Just flabbergasting, looking at some of these numbers. It's crazy.
I was just thinking that I should have asked that question, and I didn't. It's like you're like, Stu, and you weren't.
I wasn't really fishing for it, but that would have been nice if you were there for the alley-oop.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's all right. We'll work on that.
That's a phenomenal
It's only the
stat.
first month for us, too. You know, different view for us. Yeah, we'll work on it.
Ready to begin our next set. CRB has the serve. Robote for CRB. 2-0 by Iturbide will score. Iturbide first on the board, second set, he serves.
So we've been talking about the effectiveness of some of these kill shots. So Iturbide's killing the 2-all over 70% of the time. And throughout the season, across all players, you lose the point on average 44% of the time if you don't throw a 2-all. So if Iturbide only threw costado 2-alls, he would win every match pretty much like 6-4 on average. That's how great that left side is, and you saw it open up beautifully there.
Robin advances to make the catch. Powerful backhand follows. Oh, Ikeda climbs the back wall to make the catch. My, oh, my. Sends another one back. Ikeda looking for the rebote. Not able to make this play. 2 points for Iturbide and Robin. Iturbide serves. We
It's a
frequently
great
see climbing of the sidewall. Climbing of the back wall is basically how Carballo broke his leg when he first started playing. This is, you see that little push with the right foot. It's pushing off the back wall is a little on the dangerous side.
Yeah,
You got no place to go.
Working so hard to just stay in the rally, too.
Here's a backhand by Robin. Ikeda way overhead makes the catch. Picada brought down by Iturbide. Iturbide's 2-all. Scores. 3 points for Iturbide and Robin. Iturbide serves.
This is like when a pitcher has a perfect game and they just keep throwing shot after shot. The opponent can't do anything with it. Now 9 straight points Iturbide scored on every attempt that he's made. 3 points away from a clean match.
Have we had a...
I mean, not here, 6-0, 6-0, but in battle court history, I believe we have.
Here's the backhand by Ikeda. Ichibide plays deep, backhand from the 8.
And never a good sign when we're talking about 6-0 when it's still 3-0.
Powerful forehand by Ichibide. Ikeda hangs in there from the 8 line. Robote to the forehand of CRB. Ichibide has it. Powerful forehand. Ikeda for the Robote. He makes the save. It's a 2-all. Ichibide's there. From the outside, looking to pass. He does. Almost did. Ikeda got it in the cesta, just could not stop the ball. A 4th point for Ichibide and Robin. Difference between here and what we've been seeing over the years is you can let that ball pass previously, and you're going to get some type of Robote. Here,
it's a lot of pressure on Ikeda to take the ball in the air, and again, not getting a ton of support from CRB up in the front either. Just been all Chargers here.
Clean miss in the backcourt. Here's Ichibide, drop shot. Ikeda had an idea it was coming, got up there, is just short of making the stop. 5 points and a possible match point for Ichibide and Robin.
And we gave you all those great stats for Ichibide with how effective he is with his kills and all different types of shots. How do you defend it? I mean, that's really the question, and he makes it so difficult for you because he has his variety. He never throws the same ball twice and then doesn't throw it back-to-back. Inside, he's thrown the 2-wall. He's thrown it high to pass, especially with the ability to kill the ball in the backcourt here, and you can just send it over the opponent's heads. I mean, it's no gimme just going up and trying to defend the drop shot either. You're going to lose the point if you send it over your head.
Kate on the catch. Powerful forehand. Robin takes it in the air. CRB has it. Placement inside. Scores. There'll be no shutout. CRB's inside placement. Gets the fireballs a point, and CRB the serve.
Well, always have to respect the 2-wall for CRB. You know, he's going to fire it, and Robin hanging deep in the back. Not going to get there before the second bounce.
Fault over serve. Second serve must be good. Ichibide picks the serve. Costado, powerfully thrown. Kate is setting up for one. Gets to it. Saves the Robote. Ichibide takes it in the air. Sends it back again. Robote. Coming out. Good effort. Ikeda plays it safe. That is point, set, and match for Ichibide and Robin, taking it in straight sets, 6-0, 6-1.
Dominant win there for the Chargers. Ichibide and Robin improved to 5-1. 6-0, 6-1. They take down CRB and Ikeda. Up next, we'll go to Division I doubles. Zuleika and Amigarena take on Arrutia and Nicholas. Now let's take a look at some replays there. A bunch of shots from Ichibide. This one Ikeda tracked down. I mean, this was the first point of the set. You figure, hey, Ikeda's up. It's a drop shot. Maybe the fireballs have it. But then even on that one, Ichibide makes him pay with this forehand. Good save. I mean, 2 of them by the fireballs, but just keeping them in the point. Lotte there. Ichibide laying it up to the outside. Picked up by CRB, drop shot, dropped in, beautiful.
Drop shot dropped into Ichibide's cesta.
Lotte left side here, stays outside. Oh, both fireballs running and front quarter tips it. Just a communication issue there. Ichibide started to get going with the shots. Drop shot here, dead by the underserve line.
Listen, you never saw Ikeda for any of those drop shots hanging out in the back saying, I'm not going to be able to get to that. He chased everyone down all the way to the front wall.
Absolutely. I mean, they were trying. I mean, no shortage of effort by the Fireballs, but just outmanned in this one. Over the top here from deep in the backcourt. Look at where Iturbide playing these balls, though. Outside at about the middle of the service box. Just passing. Tip ball by Ikeda. And then even here, Costado again, a long drop shot. And boy, needed every bit of it, but he lands it in. It all adds up to 6-0, 6-1, 12 of 13 points. Going the way of the Chargers to tie up this game day 1-1. We will hear from Iturbide and Robin in just a few moments here. But we got the Division I doubles practice going on. Zuleika and Amigarena ready to take on Urrutia Nicholas. But first, Iturbide and Robin. Congratulations, guys. Robin, this team now 5-1 after another win. How have you liked the way that this team has played and progressed through the season?
It's very good.
Well, Robin, you haven't missed a ball. You did not. Right. I mean, you did miss one ball
Absolutely.
in that match. I understand that Iturbide was doing a lot of the work, but your catching was perfect. And if you're not catching, he can't make those shots. So
yeah, because I got comfortable with my partner. He can't miss. I'm tired clapping for him at the back.
Well, Robin, you're doing a great job. Iturbide as well. 5-1 together. Great start. Thank you.
Thank you.
Division I doubles coming up next. Zuleika and Amigarena ready to take on Urrutia and Nicholas. Both teams, 3-1 to start off this year, Stu. So two of the top contenders in Division I. This is the first of two matchups between these teams in the regular season. Backcourt play in this match as strong as it gets with Nicholas and Amigarena, two of the tops in terms of their catch rate, and then front quarters. How about Zuleika and Urrutia? Top in terms of kills. Should be a great matchup here. Zuleika serves, and we begin.
powerful backhand by Nicholas, caught behind the 10 line by Amigarena in the corner. Nicholas makes the play. Amigarena backhand from the 8. Nicholas is there. Amigarena goes wall to wall from the left side. Powerful backhand. Robote left side, stays inside as thrown by Urrutia. Powerful forehand. Hits the overhead screen. First point. This match goes to Urrutia and Nicholas with fireballs.
And two of the most active backcourters we were talking about early on. I mean, Amigarena playing nearly 63% of the balls on this team. But that doesn't mean Zuleika's not going to make his name known when he gets involved. I mean, Zuleika's got the most kills of any player in Division I doubles. So he's making the most of the touches that he gets.
Amigarena on the catch. Fine serve by Urrutia. Into the corner, Nicholas goes. Beautiful catch on the wall by Amigarena. Hard throw. Nicholas at the back wall.
Great adjustment.
Urrutia from the 8 line to the corner. Amigarena's there. Robote forehand by Zuleika. Urrutia cross court. Backhand from the 6 line. That's a powerful backhand by Nicholas. Robote forehand by Zuleika. Kicks up. Nicholas is there. Urrutia back to the 8. Backhand, right up the middle. Nicholas called for the ball. Urrutia made the play. It goes to the outside. Amigarena's at the back wall. He listened to him that time. Rebote forehand. Urrutia makes the catch. Backhand. It's not that he's ignoring him when he's being called up.
Yeah.
Sometimes you're just in the moment and,
Right.
and you really just feel you have the play. Amigarena on the catch. Here's the backhand. Nicholas now from the 9 line. But if you do that, you better make sure you catch the ball.
Yes.
Nicholas to the outside. Plays it high. Looking to pass. He does. Zulaika saves the rebote. Urrutia goes to the outside. Rifles this cortado to score. A second point for Urrutia Nicholas. Urrutia serves.
And Urrutia and Nicholas are coming off one of the most impressive wins we've seen in Division I doubles. I mean, straight sets, 6-3, 6-2 over Inaki and Manu last time out, and that's a team that hasn't lost in the regular season in the last 2 years. So Urrutia and Nicholas are playing better than just about anybody, and it starts with Urrutia up there. He is so active in the front court. He's playing 49% of the balls. The next closest front courter in Division I is Gosheri, who's down at 46. And when we think about Gosheri's activity, that's typically unprecedented, but Urrutia is pushing the pace even more this year.
Urrutia goes to the floor to make the save. Zulaika picks it up on the bounce, throws the cortada. That will score. Zulaika and Amigarena on the board with the point and the serve.
And Zulaika can kill you from both sides. I mean, that time in the lesser play, gets him with the right side and a cortada. Urrutia's on the floor. He's out of the camera picture there, so there's a little space to the inside and gets a lot of cesta on it, just couldn't bring it in.
Nicholas from the 10 line. High and hard to the back ball. Rebote. Forehand of Zulaika. He rips this forehand Rebote powerfully. Nicholas is there. Nicholas calls for the catch. Makes it at the 8 line. Amigarena at the 10. Backhand. Rebote forehand by Urrutia. Powerfully thrown.
Adjustment there by Nicholas.
Amigarena lets this one come out of the corner. Zulaika fires it. Urrutia takes it in the air. Nicholas to the inside. Rebote for the forehand of Urrutia. Back to the inside it goes. What a catch by Amigarena. Difficult rebote by Zulaika. Nicholas has a great catch. Karam does not open. Zulaika has it. That caught the top of the pad. Any part of the pad is bad. Third point for the Fireballs. Urrutia Nicholas. Urrutia serves.
Yeah, and that time with Urrutia kind of out of position there, that would have been a difficult catch to handle anyway. I mean, for Zulaika, safety first on that throw. You just got to make sure it hits the front wall. You don't need to throw the most perfect cortada, especially in that case with the defense scrambling a little bit. Good point there for Urrutia Nicholas.
Zulaika stops a powerful, powerful serve. It hit the pad, though. That's a 4th point for Urrutia Nicholas. Urrutia serves.
Well, he heard the footsteps. I mean, Zulaika kind of changed up how he normally throws this costado. I mean, he turned the wrist over at the end, trying to get it to open up just that extra bit. Because he knows Urrutia's quick. You heard him charging down the wood, but caught the pad first.
There's got to be another synonym besides quick. Remember what we were talking about yesterday? He, Alex, and I forgot who the group was. Here's the backhand. Urrutia, such a powerful backhand. Stopped by Amigarena. Rebote forehand straight back. Amigarena's there. Nicholas at the back wall makes a great catch.
Close. Oh, that's right on
Zulaika
the wall.
Rebote save. It goes to the outside. So does Urrutia. Karen by Urrutia's read and stopped by Zulaika. Zulaika's cortada is perfectly thrown to score. 2 points for Zulaika and Amigarena. Zulaika serves. Zulaika knows he's got to be really careful with Urrutia up front there. Makes the catch.
Yeah,
Takes a
that
little
time.
bit more time to throw this one, but man, comes off the side wall and just dies.
Yeah, if it comes off the side wall at such a sharp angle like a carambola, like not only are you guessing where that bounce is going to go, but you're also trying to get in position to make a play that comes in on guys more than you expect.
Here's the backhand by Amigarena. On the wall, and Nicholas makes the play. Amigarena from the 10 line, hard to the inside. Nicholas is there. Amigarena powerfully to the back wall, out to the rebote. Urrutia forehand rebote, back to the side wall. What a pickup on the left side of Amigarena. Nicholas takes it. Nicholas right to the corner. Rebote forehand by Zulaika. Nicholas, difficult catch. Pulls that off the sidewall at the 10. Amigarena moves in. Backhand. Blasted. Rebote coming out.
Oh, almost hit Amigarena.
Backhand 2-all. Lands in and scores. A third point for Zulaika and Amigarena. Zulaika serves.
Well, how about that for Amigarena? Not a lot of kills this season from the backcourt, but that's a perfect counter to a uber-aggressive front quarter. The backhand 2-all. I mean, Urrutia took 2 steps before he recognized it and still couldn't recover.
Nicholas moves to the outside, but keeps it on the backhand. Rotate forehand by Zulaika. Urrutia stops it in the air, low and hard on the backhand. Rebote powerfully thrown, dropping. Oh, that will score. Well thrown by Urrutia. 5 points, possible set point for the Fireballs. It's very rare that you see a ball thrown in the middle of the court score.
No, very fortunate. Probably more to do with the type of catch than it was than the placement that time. I mean, if Amigarena's up a few feet further, handles it easily. Sneaks it by, and Urrutia Nicholas a chance to close out this set.
Urrutia calling for the rebote, goes low. Zulaika has it, he winds up. Costello to the outside, caught in the air by Nicholas. Nicholas powerfully from the right side, does not pass Amigarena. Rebote up the middle, Urrutia is on it. Powerful rebote, gonna take the big bounce and score. Well played by all 4 players, point and set to Urrutia and Nicholas.
In this Fireballs team, you know, they do all the little things so well. They're relentless. I mean, the pace is just, it doesn't really compare to some of the other teams. And then their placement is spot on. I mean, every time, doesn't matter if they catch it in the air or off the rebote. I mean, it's right on the side wall with a big bounce that time. It's just making life so difficult for the opponents without having to throw so many shots. I mean, that's what you love to have. And Urrutia and Nicholas have found that out. And boy, it's been great. 3-1 record so far this year. led by Nicholas there in the backcourt. He's been a great addition to this team. And when you go down the line with Nicholas, he's first on the roster in catch rate, 97.8%. He's second in forehand catch rate. He's caught 155 as 158 attempts. But then you go to the left side where he does a bulk of his work. He's first in backhand catch rate on the roster, 97.8%. How about this, Stu? He's caught 566 of 579 left side balls.
That's something I relate to specifically because it doesn't have a specific name associated with it. Like his whirly-burly average is 69.2.
Right.
And I just nod knowingly.
Yes. If it's a rate, you just yes.
Exactly.
whatever you say. Sure.
Exactly. 570 balls came to him and he caught 569. That spot on.
And Omega Reyna not all too far behind Nicholas. And again, Nicholas is a Division I ranked player. Omega Reyna, a third ranked player for the Chargers. Omega Reyna, seventh in catch rate, 96.6%. He's first of all players that are not Division I backcourters. So of all the backcourters, that excludes Manu, Aratz, and Nicholas, who are 2 ranks ahead of him, well, Omega Reyna's first. Left side is even better than his overall catch rate, 97% on the left side. If you thought Nicholas's numbers were crazy, how about 698 for 717 for Omega Reyna on the left side? He doesn't play a lot to his forehand, and you could tell why. His catch rate's down at 88% when he flips over to the right side, and that rebote that came up the middle thrown by Arrutia. Again, it was a tough scoop, but a forehand miss. These backcourters that play in Divisions 1 and 2 work so hard and throw so many balls. It's Manny, Omega Reyna, and Nicholas, and all 3 players have over 700 throws this year, and no other players can say that.
Here's Omega from the inside to the inside. What a catch by Nicholas. Backhand stays close to the sidewall. Omega is there. Rotate forehand powerfully thrown by Arrutia. Caught nearby Zulaika. That's a really, really powerful forehand by Arrutia. Zulaika follows it perfectly. Arrutia calls that. Gets back inside. Zulaika's on it. Inside placement perfectly thrown by Zulaika to score. He read that well. First point of the second set goes to Zulaika and Omega Reyna.
Well, pretty fortunate here. I mean, that rebote was right at the crack. I mean, the corner of the front wall. Nicholas didn't know whether it was going to be a 2-wall or inside and guessed wrong. It's right here. He goes high. Nicholas takes one step and he knows he can't recover. Oh, but he does
Nicholas
there.
Gets in there and makes a great catch off of what was looking like it was going to be an ace. Arrutia, powerfully from the left side. And Migurena's there. Backhand from the 9. Rebote by Arrutia. And Migurena steps up, takes it in the air. Migurena again, backhand. Nicholas, difficult catch, reaching behind him, stops the ball at the back wall. Nicholas takes it in the air, backhand, to the backcourt, and Miguel is there, backhand. Rebote for Arrutia, caught by Zulaika, splitter by Zulaika, caught in the air by Arrutia. A sharply thrown Costado 2-ball will score for Arrutia. The Fireballs are on the board with a point. Quite a counter.
Well, it's been interesting this season. The split placements and the Philos just haven't had as much success as they did before. And, I mean, again, could have to do with just the speed at which the throws are coming in. It's just really hard to fire it by guys now with Arrutia standing there outside, and all it takes is one step to get back in. Not sure what's going on here, but looks like a little bit of a equipment timeout, or yeah, it looks like looks like something with Nicholas's basket. You noted yesterday the baskets are taking quite a beating too.
Yes.
Oh,
actually,
no,
so
that's
is
not
Nicholas.
good. That's not a basket. That's a knee. Oh, boy. That's not good. Yeah, we didn't see anything, but
So this
now
is
we
an
do.
injury timeout.
Oh, God. That's not great at all.
He was getting
Oh, no.
massage and having the trainer look at that before he began as well as the other night.
Do you know what it was? Did he say just the leg? Right? It looks like the right leg there.
Yeah, something above the knee. I mean, like kind of where he's pointing. I'm not just saying that because that's where he's pointing, but that's where the issue was the other night before he came out. And we're seeing a lot of lateral movement from him as well, you know, especially on that last one where the predictability of the ball was something of a question mark there. So that lateral movement could not have felt entirely well.
Yeah,
Those are knee
reaching.
pads
Yeah,
that he's adjusting under there.
I was going to say, he's got pads, and then he's just poking at that spot. And look at Lalu. A win today and part-time trainer for these fireballs, too, getting in there with the massage gun.
Well, there's no question that he's learned from the, you know, the Ben Gadsden school of how to help your. Meanwhile, Ben said something about the island, by the way.
Okay.
Yeah, Ben asked if we do decide to go to this island, if he's welcome, and I said, as long as we're not around Jai-Alai, you're welcome to be with me anytime.
Well, Ben's typically on that island, so he's welcome. Most backquarters are
so
welcome to
we're
that
actually
island.
visiting him. We're not bringing him along.
He might be there already. Yeah. Well, it's all the backquarters, really.
So we're not quite 2 minutes into this break. Nicholas will have to make a decision whether or not he can continue in about, you know, another minute or two.
Well, where it gets a little bit dicey for the fireballs here is, you know, Nicholas is their highest ranked backquarter in Division I, and then you have Aruti and Lalu, 2 and 3 respectively, both front quarters. And obviously, you know, if they need Lalu, he could potentially slide into the back here, but the next best back quarter is Ikeda in Division 4. But it looks like not going to need to go there because Nicholas is strapping the helmet back in, and well, Ikeda was prepared if he needed to go.
Yeah, it does look like he's going back out.
He's been playing great, you know, 6-3 in the first set. Fireballs took it 1-1 here in set 2.
Loosened up that, well, let's just call it the thigh.
All right, so Nicholas going back out there. He'll see what he can do. Again, they do have lower-ranked players that they can sub in if need be. We'll continue play here, 1-1. And Aruti has got the serve for the Fireballs.
Urrutia serves as play resumes. Here's the backhand by Migrena. Nicholas is there. Rotate forehand, powerfully thrown by Urrutia. Here's the backhand. Nicholas at the side wall, backhand from the 9. Nicholas in the corner now, backhand from the 10.
Just can't, that was not good. Couldn't get out of the way that time.
Rotate forehand fired by Zulaika. Nicholas is there. Nicholas now from the 9 line. Migrena moves to the outside to make the catch on the forehand. Urrutia takes that on the right side. Big, powerful right side. Takes Migrena to the back wall. Powerful backhand. Into the corner, out to the rebote. Urrutia is there. Zulaika takes it to the air, winds up. 2-all.
Oh.
Will score, beautifully executed by Zulaika. Zulaika and Migrena have 2 points and the serve.
Well, that's what Zulaika can do. He's got one of the best costados on the roster. His costado rate is higher than anyone, which means when he goes to the left side, more often than not, it's going to be thrown shoulder level, and they'll make you pay too. That was a great 2-wall.
Backhand by Nicholas. Rebote for Urrutia. To the inside, stays inside. What a pickup by Amigarena. Amigarena, tough catch. That ball was traveling along the wall the entire way. Rebote forehand. Urrutia will take it in the air on the right side. Low and hard. Scooped up by Zulaika. Rebote forehand. Well played by Zulaika. Nicholas advances to make the play from the 8 line. Zulaika again for the rebote. Outside placement of the forehand rebote is stopped by Urrutia. And Urrutia's forehand return scores. We're all tied up. 2-2. Urrutia has the serve. I didn't think there was any way he was going to catch that. I thought he was just going to reach and it was going to go by him.
Well, you want to know how fast he is? He trips and still recovers. Look at this. Gets to it outside, makes the catch, and then crossing the side wall. So hard for Amigarena to know where exactly that's going to kick off.
Great job by Urrutia there. My, oh, my.
Felt like that ball stayed in the air forever, though. Didn't think he had a chance when Zulaika threw it. And next thing you know, it's a point for the Fireballs.
Powerful backhand. Rebote. Urrutia to the inside. Amigarena is there. Takes it on the bounce. Nicholas pulls that off the wall. Low, but makes the play. Backhand by Urrutia. Catch by Amigarena. Drop shot. That scores. Well done by Zulaika. Zulaika has 3 points and the serve.
Yeah, I mean, that's very smart. You know, I mean, if Nicholas can't really move all too well, Urrutia's got to go across the court here, and he's the only one that can save the 2-wall and the drop shot. He can, you know, he's quick, but he's not that fast.
Here's the backhand.
Oh, no.
That touched the overhead screen. 4 points for Zulaika and Amigarena. Zulaika has the serve.
And, you know, Nicholas uses a lot of legs with the backhand to generate some power, and what we're seeing is a little more wrist on some of these, so the balls are kicking up off the front wall, which is going to put the overhead screen into play a little bit more. He's flirted with it on a couple of these throws, but that was the first one that got up a little too high.
Here's the backhand by Amigarena. Powerfully thrown to the inside. Rebote at the side wall. That's a tough rebote by Urrutia. Nicholas calls for the catch, makes it, plays it from the backhand. Zulaika, forehand rebote. Amigarena now from the 9 line. Low runner. Caught in the air by Urrutia. Urrutia has it. Costalo inside. Amigarena's there. Backhand. Powerful backhand right to the corner, out to the rebote. Urrutia rifles this one. It kicked up and hit the overhead screen. That's a 5th point for Zulaika and Amigarena. Possible set point.
That's one of those bounces off the front wall. Hard forehand rebote, a little bit too hard. Never had full control. It escaped, kicked up, and out of play. And a great response here for the Chargers, but again, built up a lot of the momentum when Nicholas went out for the first time.
Powerful backhand by Nicholas. Rebote for Zulaika. What a scoop by Nicholas. What a catch by Migarena. Great play. Point and set to Zuleika and Migarena. 2 minutes go on the board. We'll come back out. Play our next set.
Third and final set will decide the winner of this Division I doubles. Zuleika and Migarena 6-2. They take that second set. And some obvious concern. You see Nicholas stepping out there. How will Nicholas fare in this third set? You know, again, you saw some signs not moving all too well, but he is so valuable and maybe the most valuable player to his team. You know, especially considering the backcourt depth for the Fireballs. I mean, they go from a Division I player who's their first-ranked backcourter, and then their next highest-ranked backcourter is in Division IV. There was one season early, had to be about season 2 or 3, where Nicholas hurt his bicep and played through a bicep injury for most of the year. So Nicholas is like as tough as they come. So for him to step out, and that's really not a good sign. So hope that he can continue, and he does have another match on this all doubles game day. He will be playing with Lalu and Nicholas against Iturbide and Migarena. Yeah. You see over there with Zuleika and Migarena. Really great play by Migarena. I mean, look, you just can't say more about these backcourters. Throw after throw, catch after catch, just standing back there for however long the rally needs to go. Migarena has been one of the most reliable guys in this spring 26 season. Look, as we said with Zuleika, not as aggressive as a player like Urrutia, but just totally different styles. Like Urrutia, more chaotic energy, will demand the ball sometimes and really step into the front court. Zuleika, a little bit more defensive at times. He'll step to the outside and just let Migarena do his thing. A lot of trust within that Chargers team, and rightfully so. You know, the Chargers are just 1 point away from being undefeated. They lost 6-5 in the third set against Inaki and Manu, and that's the only loss for this Chargers team. And the same can be said about the Fireballs too. They did beat Inaki and Manu once, but their only loss was 6-4 in a third set against those same Cyclones.
We're ready to begin our third and final set of this match. Urrutia will have the serve for the Fireballs.
And we don't see...
well, we have 3 of the 4 players that we need.
And there he is, Nicholas out there, and he's ready to go in set 3.
See Nicholas tying into his cesta right behind Zuleika. Ready to go with our third set. Urrutia serves, we begin. Here's the backhand by Migarena. Urrutia, eyes on the rebote, puts it back inside Migarena. Perfect positioning to take it in the air. Inside placement, takes a big bounce. Oh my, what a turnaround there for Migarena. Tremendous save. Migarena from the 10 line, backhand. Wall to wall. Migarena now from the 10 line, backhand to the inside. Nicholas is there. Urrutia Looking to pass. He does. Rabote takes a wonky bounce. Rutia aggressively. Hard throw, but Amiga Reina's there. Nicholas now from the left side. Powerful forehand. Amiga Reina on the catch. Here's the backhand. Rabote by Zulaika. Perfect placement scores. First point of the decisive third set goes to Zulaika and Amiga Reina.
Some of the bounces have been going their way today. One stayed inside in the second set, and this one acts as a 2-wall. No chance for Nicholas. And Rutia, that's way over his head, too. The first point up on the board for the Chargers.
Nicholas on the catch. Here's the backhand. Powerful backhand. Clears the screen. Rabote coming out. Zulaika's on it. Nicholas now from the 8 line. At the back wall, Nicholas makes the play. Rabote forehand. This one caught by Nicholas. Zulaika powerfully from the left side. Nicholas is there. Forehand Rabote. This ball tipped on the inside. Second point for Zulaika and Amiga Reina. Zulaika serves.
Well, big right side for Zulaika. You get those Rabotes across the side wall. They have a lot of spin to begin with. Then when they cross, it just changes it ever so slightly. Even a player of Arutia's caliber. Going to see some misses as they cross there.
Here's backhand by, low runner from the back court. Scooped up beautifully by Amiga Reina. Rabote left side saved by Amiga Reina. Arutia, powerful backhand. Rabote at the side wall. Arutia picks it up on the bounce. Cortada. Scoop by Amiga Reina. Low and hard throw from the right side. Scooped up. And a powerful backhand follows.
Drop shot.
Inside, a policeman will score for Arutia. Nicely done. Fireballs on the board with the point.
Well, really the first shot that Arutia's been able to land throughout this match. You know, the defensive game for these Chargers is so strong. It's like a zone defense in basketball. They move together so well. Zulaika doesn't leave the outside exposed. Amiga Reina typically handles the drop shots, but he's hanging a little deep. Arutia recognizes it, shoots one, scores.
There's a backhand by Amiga Reina. Rotate forehand. Great catch by Arutia. Here's the backhand. Amiga Reina on the catch. Here's the backhand. Rotate forehand. 2-all blasted.
Wow.
And scoring. 2-2 in the third set. Arutia serves.
Well, you said it right, Stu. He threw that one hard. I mean, he committed, powered it into the sidewall. Look at how this reacts. It opens up sharply, comes at Zulaika quickly. Worried about stepping on the net, trying to get the throw off, a whole lot going on, and just couldn't bring that one in.
Rebote to the inside for the big bounce. Oh, it's cut off in the air by Migarena.
What a great catch.
Powerful backhand, wall to wall. Rebote coming out.
Oh, boy.
Beautiful
This is
rebote.
going in the middle. Yep.
Zulaika calls for it. He followed that well. Here is Arrutia. Powerful backhand. Caught by Zulaika. Zulaika drops it
Look at
inside.
Nicholas.
Nicholas
Oh,
gets
my.
there. The Philo will score.
How
Tremendous
about
effort
that?
by Nicholas. Gives Arrutia and Nicholas the advantage here. 3-2. Arrutia serves.
On one leg, no less. Look at this. I mean, Nicholas, I think he sees it coming, and he's, oh boy, laboring a bit. That's not full sprint, but he gets up there in plenty of time, shoots it outside. What a combination. And then you add the context to it, how he's playing hurt. Just incredible. All that effort, the Fireballs retake the lead here, 3-2 in this third set.
Nicholas on the catch. Here's the backhand. Migarena, backhand to the inside. Nicholas, forehand at the back wall. Tough play. Powerful forehand. Zulaika from the left side to the back wall. Arrutia on the rebote. Inside, big bounce. What a catch. A fearless catch there by Migarena. Great forehand play by Nicholas. Migarena, powerful backhand. Nicholas pulls one out of the air. Migarena, beautifully played to the corner. Another great catch by Nicholas.
I mean, all these are crossing back at the 10 line, and Nicholas is handling them like
There's
nothing.
nothing easy about any of them,
No.
Andrew. Migarena again, backhand from the 10. Someone had commented once, they said, you know, well, what are you going to say? Just great catch, great catch, great. They're great catches.
Yeah, they are.
Migarena on the catch. Here's the backhand from the 10 line to the back wall. Powerful forehand rotate, trying to pass. Migarena cuts it off. Zulaika makes the catch, takes a look. Cortada stopped by Nicholas. He keeps the point alive. Powerful backhand follows. Zulaika for the rebote, lays it up. Arrutia in place. Powerful backhand, heads to the corner. Migarena cuts another one off. Rebote coming out. Rebote forehand fired by Zulaika. Nicholas makes the catch overhead. Ball tip, such a hard-fought point. Arrutia and Nicholas have 4 points. Arrutia has a serve.
Unsuspecting, you know, these back orders going throw for throw here, and then one that crosses the sidewall finally trips up Migarena. That one was dropping even a little bit lower, closer to the floor than we've seen most of these catches made. Back to 2 now.
Here's a powerful backhand by Migarena. Nicholas to the inside. Nicholas down from the forehand. High and hard, going all the way back. Powerful forehand rebote is caught in the air by Nicholas. Migarena at the sidewall, tough play. Nicholas from the forehand now. Migrena from the 8. Backhand. Clears the overhead screen. Stays along the wall. Zulaika. Forehand rebote straight back and caught by Nicholas. Migrena in the corner. Tremendous play. Nicholas calls for the catch. Forehand, trying to pass. Migrena pulls it out of the air at the back wall. To the corner it goes. What a catch on the wall by Migrena. Nicholas on the backhand. Migrena, a little lower, a little harder. That's a powerful forehand by Nicholas. Crossing, almost crossing. Zulaika cut it off, sends it high. At the back wall, that says to touch the back wall. Nicholas made the play. Nicholas in the corner now, backhand from behind the 10. Nicholas at the sidewall, tough catch down low, big backhand. That touched the overhead screen, which is out of play. 3 points for Zulaika and Migrena. Rutia and Nicholas leading with 4. Third and final set. Zulaika rather has a serve.
Yeah, and look, these are the first 2 points now. I mean, had one a little earlier that Nicholas has given away off of hitting the screen this year in doubles. Came in with one of the lowest out-of-play rates. I mean, just behind Migrena, who's been really solid. But with that injury, again, just changing up a bit of the way he throws that left side, and that's just the difference sometimes.
Powerful serve by Zulaika across the sidewall beautifully. Rotate forehand for Zulaika. Missed at the sidewall, crossing. 4-4 is the score in the third. And final set, the decisive set for this match. Zulaika has a serve.
And then a rebote right on the sidewall follows, and just like that, 4-4 late in a third set.
Powerful backhand. Migrena makes the catch. Nicholas, great grab behind the 9 line. Rutia calls for it, puts it back inside. At the sidewall, Zulaika makes the play. Rebote forehand to the outside. Migrena's out there to make the catch. Low and hard. Rutia is there. Rutia blasts the backhand. Migrena from the left side. Rebote coming out. Rotate forehand, fire to the inside. And what a pickup by Migrena. Rotate forehand laid up. Zulaika's got it. Winding up. Sends it deep. Nicholas cuts it off with a 9. Nicholas on the catch now from the 10 line, backhand to the inside. Nicholas powerfully, wall to wall from deep at the backcourt. Zulaika on the rebote. Nicholas catches it in the air from the 8 line. He comes from the right side. Migrena sends one back. Rebote, the rebound off the back wall for Rutia. This one kicks up. Migrena's there. Backhand, low and hard. will score. The low runner to the inside scores for Amigarena. Zuleika and Amigarena have possible set, possible match point with 5 points.
That's a big-time throw from Amigarena. I mean, from the outside, gets it just in front of Nicholas's feet. Involves the sidewall and the floor here. Look at this catch, how difficult it is. Sidewall, floor, Nicholas tries to scoop it up right as it happens, and not to be made that time. 2 chances for the Chargers here to get the win. Oh, no.
Cosado lands out of play. Point set in a hard-fought match for Zuleika and Amigarena of the Chargers.
What a comeback there for the Chargers. Dropped the first set, won 6-2, 6-4 the next 2 to retake the game day lead 2-1. We'll go to match 4 up next. Division 6 doubles. Eggy and Robin against CRB and Stan.
Real money games are live in Florida. Real money games are live in Florida.
Real money games are live in Florida.
Real money games are live in Florida.
Real money games powered by Pass Motor Racing are now live in Florida. Only on Hard Rock Bet. All you need is $1 to start. Win money your first 24 hours or get a games bonus back up to $100.
Real money games!
Joined there by our winners, Zuleika and Amigarena. Congratulations, guys. I mean, it's been a great season for you, just a point away from being undefeated. But Amigarena, that was a big spot for you, that low runner right at 4-4 that got you guys the 5-4 lead. Can you talk about that shot, what you saw, and just your backcourt play this year has been excellent?
Yeah, I saw that the ball was going to the left wall. Unfortunately, I catch after the ball hit the left wall, and I catch the ball, and we continue with the point. We get the point, and the last point, Nicolas throw the outside, and we get the victory. Very happy.
Yeah, and Zuleika, I mean, now, what, 4-1, this Division I doubles team, the best start that you've ever had paired up in Division I doubles. I mean, what value has Amigarena brought over to this Chargers, not just this team, but the whole?
Amigarena is showing his level. He's providing. He brought a great value. He's a great addition. We're feeling comfortable playing together. Also with David, he's playing great. We're looking forward to finish the game day strong.
Awesome, guys. Well, a 2-1 lead through the first 3 matches. Good luck the rest of the way. Thank you.
Thank you.
Going over to Division 6 with Eggy and Robin ready to take on CRB and Stan. Eggy and Robin just 1-2 in the regular season. CRB and Stan still looking for that first win. They are 0-3. The big spot here for the Fireballs, looking for the first win and could tie the game day up 2-2. But if the Chargers win this match right here, well, they will secure the tie already with their 3rd win. We did see these two back quarters already. We saw Robin in Division 4 doubles and Stan in Division 5, so we'll see what they got in this matchup. With these front quarters, CRB and Eggy, always going to be a fun one. CRB had to go up against Iturbide in the first matchup, which did not go his way, but here against Eggy, we'll see what he's got to try to tie things up.
We're ready to begin our next match. Eggy has the serve. Eggy serves, we begin. Stan on the backhand. That's a tip ball at the 9 line. First point goes to CRB and Stan of the Fireballs.
Look, Robin had just a perfect match. I mean, playing behind Iturbide in the first one. So, yeah, just a miss early on here. Tip ball in the corner. Just a little misread. CRB and Stan, see what they got here. CRB mixing up the serve, taking Robin outside.
Robin moves to the outside to make the catch. Here's the backhand by Stan. The Passes to the rebote. Eggy's on it. Hard throw. That ball way up high. Stan comes up with the clutch catch. Eggy on the catch. Inside placement. Red. And stopped by Stan. Stan sends one along the wall. That will score. 2 points for CRB and Stan for the Fireballs. CRB serves.
Well, Stan's placement of that ball was just picture perfect. Right on the sidewall, the entire length of the court. Robin knew he was going to have to make a difficult scoop, and he couldn't handle it.
Here's a backhand by Robin. Rebote forehand powerfully thrown by Eggy. CRB. Nice grab. Rebote forehand.
2 bounces.
A 3rd point for CRB and Stan. Good effort by Eggy. CRB serves.
Yeah, that ball just kind of died off the back wall. You saw Eggy lunge back for it at the last second, but second bounce occurred before he did. Eggy's the only player in battle court in the front court that's playing over 60% of the balls. So, again, pretty clear strategy here for the Fireballs. Try to test Robin in the back, which worked out so far with those 3 points.
Powerful backhand by a Robin. Stan sends it back. Robin with a tip ball. A 4th point for CRB and Stan. With Fireballs, CRB serves.
And as the misses start to pile up, then you start to see some more indecision from the backcourter. As he lets to start some of the rebotes come out, not quite predictable.
Robin on the backhand to the inside. Stan just there. Robin, good catch behind the 9 line. Powerful backhand. Rotate forehand over the top. CRB cuts it off. He winds up. Drop shot into the pad, and the pad is bad. The 1st point for Eggy and Robin. Eggy serves.
And with the drop shot, you'd like to pull the opposing front court a little closer to the net before you release that shot. I mean, Eggy was right on it the whole way. Even if it would have hit, with his speed, he probably would have gotten up there and made CRB pay.
Powerful serve by Eggy. Caught and returned by Stan. Rebote. Rebote forehand over the top. CRB cut it off just in front of the 6th line. Here's Robin. Ball tipped at the sidewall. A 2nd point for Eggy and Robin. Eggy serves.
Well, this is a perfect counter here. Look at Robin moving to the outside. He makes the catch, then puts it right on the wall. I mean, look at where it's coming in. Crossing, Stan moving up. Crosses just there at the 8 line. And sneaks by.
Stan on the backhand. Tough catch along the side wall. That's a 5th point for CRB and Stan of the Fireballs. Possible set point.
Well, again, going right back to it. Low, hard, on the wall. Keep it simple. Gives them their 5th point. A chance to close out this 1st set.
Eggy picks a serve. The 2-all perfectly executed to score. Well done. A 3rd point for Eggy and Robin. Eggy has the serve for the Chargers. That was nice.
Well, there's a reason why the Fireballs aren't trying to give the ball to Eggy up there in the front. I mean, he can do some damage with it. Look at this combination, picking the serve, throwing the 2-all. Saw it earlier, worked out that time.
CRB now picks the serve. Eggy gets up there. This one is coming out, way out. CRB's on it, turns it inside. Robin scoops it up beautifully. Powerful backhand follows. CRB looking for another rebote. Rebote to the inside. Robin keeps it on the backhand. Powerful backhand. Stands there. CRB looking for the rebote. Plays it on the right side. Eggy takes this one in the air. Over the top. Stands there. Robin makes the catch in the air. Backhand thrown powerfully. Clears the overhead screen. CRB. Forehand rebote. Eggy takes it on the left side. Powerful, powerful backhand caught by Stan. Stan makes a great catch in the corner. Bote, the left side of Eggy. Big bounce. Brought down by Stan at the back wall. Ball tipped in the backcourt. That is point and set for the Fireballs. CRB and Stan. 2 minutes go on the board. Come back out. Play our next set.
Well played there by CRB and Stan, you know, employing the strategy of just trying to catch one more ball than their opponent. To CRB in this group. I mean, great foot speed, former wide receiver for the University of Miami, college football player. So look, this guy is quick. He knows he can read the ball well. And again, the confidence, as we always talk about, you know, goes a long way. And even if he throws, you know, threw one in the pad, a couple out of play, not going to be deterred as we move into set 2.
No question, he's not deterred. Eggy threw that, you know, picked his serve and threw that 2-ball. You know, CRB tried to get to it. Sufficiently far away from it not to be able to make a play.
Yeah, throughout the season, you know, Eggy and Robin have really done a good job in these longer rallies in terms of just missed catches. They've won 11 points on those and they've lost 10. But in this matchup, it's completely flipped. I mean, they've lost a majority of the points, just tip balls here in the corner by Robin. You look at CRB and Stan, that's been the team that has mostly struggled on the catch this year, but not quite the case today. We'll see what Eggy's got here coming out for set 2, because you figure that he's going to put his foot on the gas. See if he can take him into a third set. You know, what we have seen, though, if you try to play more 1-on-2 out on this court and you try to demand the ball or take more, you just leave yourself a little bit more exposed than in the past. I mean, you can, but these guys are smarter and the ball bounces a little differently here that they can really take advantage. We'll see here. Eggy's got the serve. Set 2. Ready to begin.
We are ready to begin our second set. Eggy has a serve for the Chargers.
And Eggy was such a great start to the season in doubles. I mean, only lost 1 match through about the first month of the year, but he's dropped his last 3 at risk of a 4th here.
Eggy serves. We begin. Good catch by Stan. Here's the backhand. Robin takes it in the air. Scoop by Stan. Powerful backhand follows. Eggy for the rebote to the inside. CRB takes it in the air.
Clear.
Rebote played by Eggy to the inside, crossing the wall and scoring. First point of the second set goes to Eggy and Robin.
Eggy's rebote is really solid. And again, I like that he throws it with a little more of a bounce, too. In this division, that's going to trip up these back quarters more and gets the first point of set 2.
Robin makes the catch. Powerful, powerful backhand. Sends the rebote out. CRB plays the rebote. Robin gets in there, maneuvers around Stan, makes a great catch. CRB, rebote. Eggy took that off the wall. Difficult catch. Outside placement. Robin reads it, stops it, returns it across the wall. CRB cuts it off before it does. CRB's backhand of the back wall. Eggy on the rebote to the inside. Big bounce. Brought down by Stan. CRB on the rebote. That falls short. 2 points for Eggy and Robin. Eggy serves.
Yeah, didn't have a lot of speed as that ball came off the back wall and usually sets the pace for the rebote. And then CRB couldn't get enough on it, drops it in the pad, 2-0. And this is more on brand for the Chargers. You know, Robin wasn't missing catches at this rate throughout the year. I mean, if he can stand back there and just make a few more catches than he did in that first set, they'll be just fine.
Robin takes that ball in the air. Powerful backhand follows. Stan. Pretty good catch on the forehand at the back wall. Robin calls for it. Stan to the inside. Robin at the side wall again. Powerful backhand. Stan takes that out of the air at the 9 line. Robin. Backhand. Backhand 2-all. It drops out. It's a point for CRB and Stan. CRB serves.
Yeah, not really a fan of the backhand 2-all, especially when you have a lead. You know, that's kind of a sign that getting a little go to something that you don't usually throw, and to give away a point after giving away too many in the first set, not a great strategy either.
Eggy picks the serve, throws a perfect split placement to score. Well done. 3 points for Eggy and Robin. Eggy serves.
And,
court awareness for Eggy, again in his rookie season, doing a good job of throwing the ball where his opponents are not. I mean, consistently.
It's the best
splitter
offense
here
for these Chargers. Yeah, CRB just overruns it and splits up the front and back quarter.
Powerful serve by Eggy, stopped by Stan. Eggy playing deep. Backhand from the 8. Robin makes the catch. Backhand. Powerful, powerful backhand. Rebote coming out. CRB on the rebote. Oh, what a catch by Eggy. Stopped it before it hit the side wall. Rifled the backhand. Rebote coming out. A 4th point for Eggy and Robin. Eggy serves.
Yeah, not a lot of control on that rebote. Just kind of a violent swing from CRB, and then when it clips the side wall, it's just not going to stay in.
Did you use mindless and CRB in the same sentence? No. He was thinking about it. Just didn't go where it was supposed to.
I didn't say mindless.
Fault over serve. Second serve. Must be good.
But didn't have a lot of control.
It was definitely lacking control. Backhand by Stan. Robin takes one off the wall beautifully. Here's the backhand to the outside. Stan makes the catch in the air. Robin calls for it. Robin again. Backhand. Powerfully thrown rebote coming out. CRB looking for the rebote. Low and inside. That scores. Well done by CRB. He has 2 points. With Stan for the fireballs. CRB serves.
And there was a lot of space to the inside that time. See how Eggy commits to the 2-wall? You just don't want to get beat to the net. And then Robin, again, just kind of stuck there in the backcourt and reacting a little late. Well, let's see if CRB recognizes that and keeps going back to it, because really that's the only spot on the court that's been open. Eggy's taken advantage on these serves. He's really tracked down the ball well to the outside. The inside part of the court, less risky. CRB just found it there.
Four 2 here in second set. CRB has a serve. Stan tying into his cesta. There's a serve by CRB. Eggy picks it. Drop shot scores. 5 points for Eggy and Robin. Possible. Set point.
And it's just a really well-thrown costado here. He's holding on to it a little bit. You don't know whether it's going to go inside or a 2-wall.
Well, the
CRB
catch
commits.
too. I mean,
he's done it all day.
Yeah.
I mean, he's got no fear stepping in front of those serves. And for a player that has as little professional experience as he does, it's just great to see. Chance to push it to a 3rd set here.
Stan on the backhand. Robin reaches up high, makes the catch, maintains control. CRB pulls that out of the air. Backhand Wall to wall from the left side. Eggy looking for the rebote. Fires it up the middle. CRB, what a catch. Drop shot. That's perfectly executed by CRB to score. A third point for CRB and Stan. Still possible set point for Eggy and Robin.
Well, CRB's found something here in these last two scores for the Fireball, straight to the inside. Let's see how Eggy now counters. Is he going to leave the outside open, or is he just going to rely on the foot speed again to try to track it down? Dangerous territory here, and I could imagine CRB's just going to keep firing. Oh,
the ace for CRB coming in low and hard will score. CRB and Stan have 4 points here in the second set. So possible set point for Eggy and Robin. CRB serves. Be curious to see if Eggy feels compelled to go for the serve.
Yeah, CRB going to do everything in his power to not let him pick it, and he crosses well.
Here's the backhand by Robin, going to the corner. Stan lets go. CRB makes a save. Ball tipped in the front court. That is 5 points for CRB and Stan. So that gives us possible match point for CRB and Stan of the Fireballs. Possible set point for Eggy and Robin of the Chargers.
Oh, the floaters give guys trouble, so much trouble. Oh,
ball under serve. Second serve must be good.
Well, Eggy's been very aggressive. He got a second serve coming in here. It's 5-5, so CRB has to get it in. If I'm Eggy, I'm trying to pick it. Can't pick that one, though.
Robin on the catch. There's the backhand, powerfully thrown. Rebote coming out to CRB. CRB to the outside. Eggy with a tip ball. Point set and a hard-fought match in straight sets to CRB and Stan of the Fireballs, winning at 6-3, 6-5.
What a comeback there for the Fireballs, ending this one in straight sets. And the game day now tied 2-2. We're going over to Division III doubles next. Zuleika and Julin take on Urrutia and Ikeda. Let's take a look at that game day score now, 2-2 after match 4. And Fireballs won the first match. That was Walu and Stan over Eggy and Jewel. And then the Chargers won the next two. Iturbide and Robin over CRB and Ikeda. Then Zuleika and Amegarena took down Urrutia and Nicholas. But CRB and Stan with the comeback there to get that second win for the Fireballs and even up this game day. There you see that bottom row. Those are our season-long standings. The Cyclones added half a point last night. They're tied with the Warriors, so that moves them up into solo first place. And the Chargers and Warriors, the Chargers and Cyclones, rather, have played the same number of game days. So the Cyclones just half a point ahead at this moment of the season. And then the final playoff spots held on to by the Devils there as the Renegades moved up into third place. Fireballs with half a point tonight can put themselves in that three-way tie, and we'll see if they can make the playoffs at the end of the season. Top 4 teams will make it. So you see the bottom 2 teams at the end of the regular season will be eliminated. You don't want to be one of those 2 spots. Fireballs and Warriors holding on to it right now, but we're about a third of the way through the regular season. We're just over it. We will hear from our winners, CRB and Stan, in just a few moments, but we got a practice going on right on the court. In the background there, you see Zuleika and Julin against Urrutia and Ikeda about to start here in just a few moments. CRB and Stan stepped out there looking for their first win, and they delivered for the Fireballs, tying up tonight's game day. CRB and Stan, congratulations, guys. Boy, that was a pretty big comeback there. Down, was it 5-2? CRB, what really sparked the comeback for you guys there?
I think it's just the confidence that I knew we could come back. He was catching great back there. That was how boosted my confidence to start attacking. and look for shots because we were down. We needed to start putting points on the board.
Yeah, and Stan, I mean, strategically within this team, has anything changed from the first match to now, or what's kind of the general strategy for you guys when you're stepping out there?
Nothing has changed. I think, especially in Division 6, it's just catch one more ball than the opponent. That's the game.
Awesome, guys. Well, hey, you got it done. You tied up this game day, and good luck in the final 2 for your Fireballs. Thank you. We got Zuleika and Julian ready to take on Arutia and Ikeda in this Division 3 doubles match. Let's see the two teams, Zuleika and Julian, Arutia and Ikeda. Zuleika and Julian 1-2 so far this season. That only win came against Arutia and Ikeda in their last game day on March 6th. That was a 3-set win for the Chargers. Arutia and Ikeda, they've had a pretty strong start to this year. That team 2-3 in this 3rd division.
We're ready to begin our next match. Zuleika has a serve for the Chargers. That's an ace for Zuleika to start things off in this first set. A point for the Chargers. Zuleika serves.
Yeah, will be a difficult serve to handle. Zuleika mixes it up, goes with a high bounce, can take his opponent to the outside like he did there, but Ikeda's got to be ready.
Ikeda on the backhand. Powerfully thrown. Wall to wall, out to the rebote. Zuleika makes the play. Arutia makes the catch. Julian from the right side. Plays it deep. That's a great catch by Ikeda on the forehand. Ikeda in the corner. Great catch on the left side. Ikeda again. Backhand from the 9. Rebote for Arutia. Powerful right side. Cut off by Zuleika. Ikeda read that perfectly. Moved up on it. Sends the forehand up the middle. Julian is there. Ikeda switches from right to left. Ball tipped at the side wall. A second point for Chargers. Zuleika and Julian. It's always tough. It's entirely two different mindsets.
And Ikeda throughout his career has been mostly a right side dominant player, so he's actually made this transition to the backcourt fairly well. I mean, doesn't have a ton of power, but that left side, he can get it back there.
Here's the backhand by Ikeda. Caught near by Julian. Ikeda on the catch. Julian moves to the outside, make sure he takes this in the air, crosses the side wall. Ikeda takes it off the wall, back with the forehand. Julian is there, backhand from the 8 line. On the wall the whole way. Ikeda picks it off. Powerful backhand by Julian. Rebote coming out. Arutia looks for the rebote, puts it outside. Zuleika has this on the forehand. Cortada. Oh my, 2 players there. And the point goes to Zuleika and Julian. That's a 3rd point. And the serve.
Just perfect Cortada. Took a little off of it with Ikeda moving in and Arutia coming from the outside. You know, you give it a little extra speed and maybe both players have an extra second to get to it. But look at how this reacts. Crossing and drop down into the floor.
Here's the backhand by Ikeda. Plays it deep to the backcourt. Good catch by Julian on the forehand. Arutia playing deep. Backhand from the 8. Julian at the 10. This ball goes wall to wall. Out to the rebote. Back to the inside. Tough catch. That scores. Beautifully thrown by Arutia right up the wall. Arutia and Ikeda on the board with their first point. Arutia serves. Just well done putting that ball back on the side wall. Setting up a really difficult catch for Jesus Rebote. Just beautifully played back to the side wall. Big bounce. Julian's been solid all day, but tough catch. Julian now on the forehand. High and hard. Ikeda makes the catch. Ikeda sends it back. Julian is there. Backhand from the 8 line. Powerful backhand. Robote coming out. Zuleika makes this catch on the right side. The carom read by Urrutia. He cannot get there. A 4th point for Zuleika. And Julin here in the first set. Zuleika serves. Zuleika lethal on both sides. This carom just beautifully thrown. Urrutia did a good job of reading it. He got out there, just couldn't stop it. Ikeda, high and hard to the front wall. Julin, what a catch. Deep in the backcourt, and a powerful backhand follows. Robote forehand by Urrutia, passes Zuleika, and scores. A 2nd point for Urrutia and Ikeda. Urrutia serves.
Again, touching 2 surfaces in less than a second. I mean, floor, sidewall, and up into Julin's basket as he tries to make that play. Low percentage and just well done by the opponents there, putting it on the sidewall and on the bounce.
It's a powerful serve by Urrutia. Julin, high to the front wall. Ikeda, beautiful catch on the forehand at the 10. Zuleika takes it off the wall, backhand. Dropping into the corner, and Ikeda makes the play. He gets it to Julin on the left side, backhand from the 7 line. Ikeda again. Julin called for this catch. Mid-wall placement. Scoop attempt is tipped in the front court. 5 points for Zuleika and Julin. Possible set point.
Trying to make a play up in the front court, going for the scoop. Very difficult play, but you're going to see that a little bit more if he doesn't have complete trust in the backcourt. Ikeda's been a solid part of this team, but today has been one of his slower starts.
There's the backhand by Ikeda. Julin on the catch. Robote coming out. Urrutia, eyes on the Robote, straight to the inside. Julin takes it on the forehand. Ikeda through some traffic, makes the catch. Julin's there now from the 8 line. Big right side. Oh, what a catch by Ikeda on the backhand. Urrutia takes this one in the air. Powerful backhand. Stopped by Julin behind the 9. Robote coming out. Urrutia forehand Robote. To the backcourt, Julin is there. Ikeda pulls it off the wall behind. In front of the 10, here's Julin. Urrutia on the catch, backhand from the 6. That just came so close to his head.
Yeah, it did. Wow, another tough one.
No, Ikeda's just been
He's
doing
adjusting.
such
He's
a good
made a
job.
couple tough catches now.
Ikeda on the catch, deep in the backcourt, forehand, crossing. Julin makes the stop at the 8. Ikeda, backhand to the inside. Urrutia takes that on the bounce. Low, hard backhand. Oh, what a catch by Julin. Big, big backhand. Robote coming out. Urrutia fires it straight back, and Julin makes the catch. Long carom. Urrutia gets out there, stops it. Hard throw. Will score on the 2nd bounce. A 3rd point for Urrutia and Ikeda. Still possible set point for the Chargers.
Yeah, a warning, for Julin, if you're going to throw that carom from the backcourt, it has to be perfect because Urrutia is quick and he's got a little extra time to read it here. He doesn't even commit or take a step to the inside there, just pushes off, gets to the net, and the Cortada takes a 2nd bounce before Julin's up there.
Julin on the catch. Oh my, that looked like it was hitting his chest. He caught it in the cesta. Here's Zuleika. Such a great catch by Ikeda. To the outside it goes. Julin is there. carom. Caught by Urrutia. Urrutia low and hard. Scooped up beautifully by Julin.
Point.
Ball tipped in the backcourt. A hard-fought set goes to Zuleika and Julin. 2 minutes on the board. We'll come back out. Player next set.
Really solid play by Zulaika and Julian both in that opening set. Some good stuff for the Fireballs, though, late. I mean, Ikeda started to figure out some of those catches, a couple difficult ones, Arruti as well, but here we are, getting later into this game day. 2-2. Whoever wins this match will secure a tie for their team. Again, Julian, mostly a right-sided player when he gets into doubles, but then you go into this Division III here, and you just really have to throw a lot more left side than maybe he's comfortable with or he's used to. You know, Julian's catch rate this year on the whole is 92.8%, right? So if you go to the backhand, it's about 90.5%. If you go to the forehand, it's closer to 95.5%. So that shows you Julian very comfortable with the right side, but once he starts to do it with the left, I think you're going to see this team make the jump. Zulaika and Julian are coming off of their first win as a doubles pairing. It was against this same Arruti and Ikeda team, and it took them 3 sets the first time around. They lost the first set 6-3 and then came back 6-1, 6-3 to take that match that was played, well, just last week, back on March 6th. Second game day these two teams have played against one another. The first one, again, back on March 6th, ended in a 3-3 tie. Players making their way out, ready to begin set number 2 here in just a few moments. Zulaika's had a great day, too, in the front court. There you see Julian alongside Iturbide. But Zulaika, I mean, doing it a variety of ways. We talked about just how balanced he is as a player, and that's what makes him so strong. I mean, there's really no weakness in his game. You think about the power, the rebote's there. He's got shots from both sides. His catching is phenomenal. It's just awesome to see. Well, curious to see how Rutia begins the second set. He was a little frustrated and fired up as he came off the court, so expect some fast action here to begin set 2.
Ready to begin our second set of this match. Arrutia serves. Here's a serve by Arrutia. It's a powerful serve. Stopped on the forehand of Julian. Katie takes it on the bounce in the backcourt. Looks to pass. Julian looking for the rebote, makes the save to the outside. Arrutia covers it beautifully. And the return scores. Well done by both Julian and Arrutia. Arrutia gets the point for the Fireballs.
Yeah, not much the Chargers could do there. I mean, Julian is forced into a defensive save here. Doesn't move up on it, so that's his only hope is playing the rebote. Gets it outside. Not outside of Arrutia, though. Makes the catch, sends it down. And
the focus, the concentration, the ability to move to it and catch it. Powerful serve. Stopped by Julian. To the corner. Ikeda cuts it off. Julian with a drop ball deep in the backcourt. Second point for Arrutia and Ikeda. Arrutia serves.
Julian very capable with that left side, but he can just do a lot more damage with the right, and that's why I think you see him keep the ball there a majority of the time, but when it's on the wall, you have to reach in, and that one just tipped.
There's the backhand by Julian. Ikeda down low, good stop. Here's the backhand. Zulaika on the forehand. Karam cuts. Oh, what a catch by Arrutia. Takes the big bounce and scores on the return. He got to that one. Third point for Arrutia and Ikeda. Arrutia serves.
Yeah, he's fired up. I mean, moving to the outside here. He knows he's trapped inside, but it's nothing like foot speed, Stu. Makes up for a whole lot, makes the catch. Forehand over the top, and look at this bounce off the floor. In and out of Julian's basket.
Julian with a powerful backhand. Rebote to the inside. Arrutia is on it. Sends it to the outside. That's ruled to have touched the overhead screen, which is out of play. That's a point for Zulaika and Julian. Zulaika serves.
Yeah, a little jam bounce there. I mean, kicking up off the front wall and puts that overhead screen more in play.
Ikeda moves to the outside to make the play on the backhand. Keeps it high. Julian, beautiful catch at the 10 line. Ikeda on the backhand. Zuleika midcourt with the right side. Zuleika from the 7 line. That's a powerful, powerful backhand. Rotate fired by Urrutia. Inside placement. Caught on the forehand of Ikeda. Ikeda goes deep. That ball's missed. 4 points for Urrutia and Ikeda. Urrutia has the serve.
I think
entirely different fireball team that came out here in the second set.
No,
I mean, Ikeda's catching really solidly, but that one, that throw was particularly good.
Well, Ikeda is streaky, but it's just a different level with him because when he's bad, it's really bad, and when he's good, he's incredible. He plays up to like a Division II player, or Division I sometimes. So, again, you get some highs, you get some lows.
Zuleika picked that serve and throws it into the Chula to score. 2 points for Zuleika and Julian. Zuleika serves. There's the backhand.
Yeah,
There's
right
the
into
Chula.
the Chula. Ikeda took just one step up, and if Zuleika sees the space back there, he can drop it in. He's going to go for it.
Ikeda, backhand to the inside. Julian reaches up, returns it from the 9 line. Straight to the back wall, out to the rebote. Juggling on the catch of Julian. 5 points for Urrutia and Ikeda. Possible set point.
And again, a lot of the misses for the Chargers in this set have been closer to the side wall, and a couple have come from Julian's backhand. You know, not his preferred, and starting to show here in set 2. But great job by the Fireballs of just keeping on and keep doing the same thing that's worked for him. No need to change it up or be too aggressive against Zuleika.
Ikeda from the right side, sends it deep. Julian's there, catches it down low, returns it high. That ball crossing the side wall right behind the 9 line. Beautifully thrown by Julian. Zuleika and Julian with 3 points and the serve.
The quick point here, we saw the Fireballs with a pretty big comeback down 5-2 in the last match. So see if the Chargers can do it here.
Powerful serve by Zuleika coming in low. Ikeda's there. Rebote, that rebound off the back wall, fired from the forehand of Urrutia. Karam by Julian. That's out. Point and set to Urrutia and Ikeda. We'll move on to a third decisive set, just 2 minutes.
Yeah, you noted, Stu, right away. Just a totally different Fireballs team out there in set number 2. And you see the result, 6-3. They get their set, and the third one coming up to decide this 5th match of the game day, a critical one, because whoever wins will secure half a point for their team in the standings.
It's pretty intense back there. Let me tell you something. That Chula that was thrown, right?
Yeah.
So you noticed that I started coughing when it happened. And I'm pretty good with the buttons here. We don't have a cough button. We have to like shut off a couple different buttons and a breaker on the wall to make sure that I'm not announcing out there.
Right.
And but I saw stars. Have you ever coughed and seen stars or flashes?
Not recently, but yeah.
It has happened.
It has.
Yeah. I think it was the Chula myself.
It could have
I'm
been.
not blaming it on the coughing. I think it was just like, you know, about to happen again.
It
Hold
was
on.
just a spell or something? Yeah. You got it, Stu. Get it out.
What a
Well, just great play there by Ikeda. I mean, he was really the key, because if Ikeda isn't making those catches, then Urrutia starts to press a little bit more, and then he plays outside of his game. But when Ikeda's on and allows Urrutia to do his thing up there in the front court with total trust, I mean, you see the difference. 6-3 one way and 6-3 the other.
Urrutia needs to focus on not overthrowing it. Don't power it all the way back, hit the overhead screen. Don't throw it off the court. Don't hit the pad with the shots. Ikeda's just going to basically do what an old-fashioned backcourter does. I know we don't like that phrase, but, you know, catch and throw and set your front quarter up to kill the point.
Set 3 just about ready to begin here. Zuleika and Julian will have the serve.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're ready to begin our third and final set, the decisive set for this match. Zuleika has the serve for the Chargers. Zuleika serves, we begin. What a beautiful serve by Zuleika. Big kick, Ikeda stops it. Julian down low, unable to make the play. First point of the decisive third set goes to Urrutia and Ikeda. That serve by Zuleika was gorgeous. Ikeda caught it on the hop.
Well, starting to attack Julian here in the backcourt, too. This is starting to pile up a bit, and they keep going to him.
It's a powerful serve by Urrutia. Here's the backhand. Coming in hard, Ikeda makes the catch. Zuleika takes it on the left side. Urrutia calls for it. Back to the inside, along the wall, big bounce. Will score. 2 points for Urrutia and Ikeda. Urrutia serves. Julian just so supremely confident with that right side. His left side has been working so well for him, and he throws the ball hard for him, too.
Yeah, I mean, you see a couple misses, then a little indecision, and start juggling them there in the back. 2 points for the Fireballs. Off to a great start in set 3.
Oh, what a catch by Urrutia. That was kind of sick. Urrutia on the bounce, picks it. Here's the backhand to the back wall. Zuleika for the rebote.
Look at this.
Urrutia somehow got to that one as well. Here's the backhand. Rebote coming out. Zuleika fires another one. Ikeda takes this one on the bounce. Beautifully thrown high and hard to the front wall. Julian on the return from the backcourt. Rebote. Rebote fired from the forehand of Urrutia to the inside. Zuleika makes the save. Cortada scooped up by Zuleika. Ikeda, what a catch in the corner. Zuleika's there again. That's another great catch by Ikeda. Here's Julian from the 9 line. Urrutia takes right up the middle, back to the outside. Big bounce, that scores. 3 points for Urrutia and Ikeda. Urrutia serves. They've just been able to set such a pace here. I mean, look at Ikeda maneuver around Julian, and look at him take that ball off the wall. That's just beautifully done. You know, sometimes the simple stuff looks like, you know, you just caught the ball. No, it's so difficult to do.
And Urrutia is doing the simple stuff so well in this match. I mean, he's not throwing the shots to the outside like he normally does, but putting so much pressure on the opposition and just making tough catch after tough catch. As is Ikeda, too. Oh, and
that ball comes off the wall. Ikeda makes the play. Zuleika has it on the forehand mid-court. Big, big, big right side coming out to the rebote. Rebote for Urrutia. He passes. The front quarter. Julian has it. Ikeda on the left side. Beautiful catch. Ikeda on the right side from the 9 line. Back to the side wall. Oh my, what a catch by Julian.
Yeah, tough one there.
Rebote kicking to the inside. Julian. Yeah. That's juggled on the left side in the basket. A 4th point for Urrutia and Ikeda. Urrutia serves.
And
great effort by Julian. But
I mean, just keeps coming at Julian. I mean, over and over, rebote after rebote, the same big bouncer coming into the backcourt, and just haven't had an answer yet.
Julian now on the forehand. Plays it high. Ball's tipped at the side wall. There'll be no shutout. Zuleika and Julian on the board with a point. Zuleika serves.
And when Julian gets it on the right side, that's what he's capable of. He's got just great offense. Puts it on the side wall as Ikeda's moving in, and he's caught about everything the last set and a half. Finally tripped him up.
Beautiful serve by Zuleika. That's a difficult catch for Ikeda, but he does keep it in play. Urrutia looks for the rebote. High and inside. Will score. 5 points for Urrutia and Ikeda in the third and decisive set. This is possible match point.
And that is so hard on these back quarters too, because Julian's trying to step up and take it in the air, just can't get there. And then if he backs up and plays verbote, it's not predictable either.
Fault over serve. Second serve must be good.
It's kind of like pick your poison, and you know, Urrutia is just really doing a great job, throw after throw. 5-1, a chance to give the Fireballs their third win of the day.
Urrutia midcourt, backhand to the inside. Julian has a tip ball that is point set in a hard-fought match for Urrutia and Ikeda of the Fireballs, taking it 6-1 in the third set.
Well, the Fireballs get their third win. They've secured at least half a point, so they'll be moving up. We'll see what happens in our last match. Division II doubles will close it out. Iturbide and Amigarena take on Lalu and Nicholas. Bradley on the move, breaking, he got there, blast the forehand, everybody out of the way, and Nicholas got hit. Gaucheri up in the front court towards the inside. What a scoop!
What an amazing
by Douglas.
catch.
Gaucheri picks it up in the front court, whips it inside. What another one! Joined by our winners there, Urrutia and Ikeda. Congratulations, guys. What a big win there, securing the tie for your team. Ikeda, a couple struggles and a couple misses early in that first set, but you were just great the rest of the match. What was the key for you to lock back in and start making those catches consistently?
We wanted to win, man. I couldn't make more mistakes. I was nervous at the beginning. I mean, it happens every game. It's normal, I guess. But
that's Zuleika up front. We get it. Definitely get it.
Right.
But you got Urrutia.
But I have Tommy with me. So it's hard for them too, you know?
100%.
So a couple of games without winning. We ended up ending that streak. So we're back in the game again. Happy to get the win.
Yeah, and Urrutia for you. When Ikeda is catching that well and you have full trust in him, how much does that allow you to open up your game and just start firing?
Yeah, I'm happy. I'm happy to win with Ikeda because the last game we lose. And today we play good. I play bad in the first game with Yeche, but this game I feel confident.
I've never seen you play bad, but okay.
Yeah, that's all right, guys. Hey, big win for you. Secure the tie. We'll see what happens up next if Lalu and Nicholas can get you that point.
I've heard me announce bad.
That had shades of the Arta Gaucheri. He said he played bad. Okay, I guess. Yeah. These guys are incredible. Awesome to see, and a big win there for Urrutia and Ikeda. All right, Division II doubles. Let's see those two teams. It's Iturbide and Amigarena for the Chargers, Lalu and Nicholas for the Fireballs. Now, Iturbide and Amigarena 2-2 to begin this spring season. Lalu and Nicholas, they are 3-1. These two teams did match up back on March 6th, so that was less than a week ago, and it was Lalu and Nicholas that won that match in 3 sets. If that result were to hold true again today, the Fireballs would pick up a full point, but if the Chargers win this matchup, each team gets half a point. There's the whistle. Stu, ready to begin our final match.
We are ready to begin the final match of the game day. Iturbide has the serve for the Chargers. Here's the backhand by Nicholas off the serve by Iturbide. Powerful forehand by Iturralde. Migarena, beautiful catch back at the 10 line.
Iturralde holding his elbow? That's not good.
Iturralde cross court. Great catch on the left side. He keeps it inside. Nicholas is there. Lalu, powerful forehand rebote, and Iturralde moves back to the 8 line to make the play. Iturralde attacking, looking to take that ball in the air on the 2 line. He tips it, first point. This match goes to Lalu and Nicholas at the fireballs.
Well, the breaks do not come bigger than that. I mean, look at this rebote. It's high, it's lofting. Iturralde's on it the whole way, and boy, just off the frame. I mean, the way he goes down, he knows it too. He's thinking about making it 1-0 in his favor. Instead, the fireballs put it on the board first.
Fault, underserve. Second serve must be good. Powerful backhand by Migarena. Nicholas calls for the ball. Plays it inside, and Migarena's there. Stops it at the 10. Lalu, back to the inside. Nicholas from the 9 line keeps it inside. Migarena again on the backhand. Nicholas on the back wall. Difficult catch. That's on the wall the entire way. Beautifully caught by Nicholas. And Migarena powerfully from the left side. Migarena now backhand from the 9 line into the corner. Nicholas takes it on the right side, plays it high to the front wall. Iturralde tracks it, stops it on the left side. Off the wall, Nicholas makes the play. Big backhand by Nicholas. Nicholas again. Migarena from the 10 line to the inside. Rebote, that rebound off the back wall comes low. Iturralde attacking. He's got it on the costado. Drop shot scores. 1-1. Iturralde serves.
Well, Iturralde had his choice there. Could have gone outside, could have gone with the inside placement. Goes with the drop shot just above the pad here. I mean, that's just dangerous. I mean, Iturralde's got it at the 1 line on his left side. You know, I don't know how you get yourself out of that one.
Here's Nicholas on the backhand.
Oh,
beautiful catch on the bounce, and a powerful backhand follows. High and hard of the back wall. Iturralde puts it to the forehand of Lalu. Lalu with the cortada, trying to get back to the side wall. Iturralde cuts it off. Nicholas stops it at the 10. Iturralde called for the rebote. Lalu's attacking with the right side. Migarena's there. Rebote forehand by Lalu, cut off in the air by Iturralde. Nicholas now from the 9 line to the inside. High and hard to the backcourt, and Migarena's there. Lalu calls for the rebote. Forehand rebote played higher. Ichibide cuts it off. Rebote forehand by Lalu. Ichibide's there. Migarena, that ball's dropping, and he made the play. Lalu for the rebote again. Ooh, swing and a miss. Midcourt. That's a point for Ichibide and Migarena of the Chargers. Ichibide serves.
Again, really, the Fireballs is the team that have really dominated off their opponents missing rebotes. I mean, Lalu has only missed 8. The opponents have missed 16, and it's kind of the opposite story for the Chargers. That's a rare miss by Lalu, especially to his preferred side, the right.
There's the backhand by Nicholas. Migarena lets it pass to the rebote. That ball took off, hit the overhead screen. 2-2, Lalu serves.
And right there's that rebote by Ichibide, you know. Again, didn't really escape, but just sent that one a little too high. And all those forehand rebotes are going to kick up.
Powerful, powerful backhand by Migarena, dropping. Lalu puts the rebote inside. Big bounce along the wall. Migarena makes a tremendous catch. This ball's tipped on the back wall by Nicholas. That's a third point for Ichibide to Migarena. Ichibide serves.
We've seen those catches more this year than ever before. I mean, probably combined from the first 8 seasons of Battle Court, because there was just no need to before. If there's indecision, you back out of the way, let your front quarter play the rebote here. You don't want to let that ball come out, especially after Lalu just missed the one that came to him previously.
Migarena in the corner. Nicholas powerfully, wall to wall from the left side. Ichibide saves the rebote. It kicks up. That ball's tipped at the 7 line. A 4th point for Ichibide and Migarena. Ichibide serves. Uncharacteristic miss there for Lalu. When he did catch it, he turned around and saw Nicholas right there. Nicholas didn't call him off, though.
No, again, it's just a high lofting ball dropping right along the side wall. And you think you have it lined up, and it just comes off at a different angle.
Lower hard reverse. Backhand. Ichibide at the 8 line. Great stop. Powerful backhand. Curving back to the inside. Played beautifully by Nicholas. Migarena from the 10 line. Nicholas is there. Rebote forehand. What a catch by Ichibide off the wall. Keeps it inside. Nicholas pulls it off the wall, sends it to the corner. Powerful backhand. Rebote forehand by Ichibide. Nicholas advances, takes it in the air. Lalu has this on the left side. 2-all fired, stopped by Ichibide.
Well done.
That ball bounces twice before Lalu is able to get to it. That's a 5th point for Ichibide and Migarena here in the first set. Possible set point.
So Lalu has the lowest costado rate out of any front quarter in Battle Court, just under 7%. 8 of the 118 left sides that he's thrown have come from the costado. 7 of those 8 attempts have been shots. So that's telling you when he goes to the costado, expect something to the outside. Ichibide, obviously, he's read the scouting report. He knew it right there, scooped it up and made him pay. 5-2 with a chance to close out this set.
Brand specific. Powerful forehand by Nicholas. Little collision in the backcourt, but Migarena comes out with the ball. Rebote to the inside. Rebote forehand by Iturralde. Caught in the air by Lalou. Lalou powerfully from the left side. Passing. At the sidewall, tough play. Little kick. Lalou is there. Migarena maneuvering around Nicholas to keep it on the left side. Here's Nicholas. Settles it, returns it. What a throw. That is stopped beautifully by Migarena. Migarena at the 10 line. That ball took off, hit the overhead screen. 3 points for Lalou and Nicholas. Lalou has the serve. Still possible. Set point for Iturralde and Migarena of the Chargers.
Well, look, Fireballs have come back down 5-2 one time already. A little bit tougher in these top divisions, but still very capable. It's been mostly catching issues with this team, Lalou and Nicholas, which has not been the case all year. I mean, both players in the top 7 in catch rate. And I've always seen him struggle in that way.
Here's the backhand by Nicholas. Nicholas overhead at the back wall. Tough play. Keeps it away from the overhead screen. Rebote forehand by Iturralde. Nicholas on the bounce on the left side. Great catch. Rebote to the inside. Lalou, powerful forehand. Big bounce. Brought down by Migarena. Oh, what a catch by Migarena. There's backhand by Nicholas. Iturralde from the left side gets to the back wall. Rebote's coming out. That's the rebound off the back wall. Fired powerfully by Lalou. Migarena's there again. Rebote up the middle. Iturralde's on it. Keeps it in the middle. Nicholas is there. Nicholas low and hard. Iturralde's got it. Backhand. Nicholas takes it in the air. Backhand from the 9 line. Ball clips to the outside. Lalou calls for it, looking for the big bounce. Migarena stops it at the 9 line. Great catch by.
Oh, what a catch.
Lalou fires it outside. Wow. It's scooped up by Iturralde, who scores on the return. That is point and set 2. Iturralde and Migarena, 2 minutes. Go.
Look what Iturralde's got.
Look at
How about that catch? And then, yeah, Nicholas committed to the 2 wall and just send it over his head to end that set in the Chargers' favor, 6-3. Really well done by Iturralde and Migarena, both team effort once again.
Andrew, whenever you're in one of those situations where you're describing what you do for a living and someone asks you, like, you get to the point of like, well, what's the difference between a front court and back court? When they want a description of a back court, just show them some footage of a Migarena.
I will. I already got it loaded on my phone. Ready to go for this. Yeah.
This is what the back court does. This is
know what I do?
back court is supposed to do.
Yeah, take a look. I mean, he's doing it so well this year. I mean, his catch rate, one of the few players that's actually improved coming from Magic City over to Jam Arena. I mean, Iturralde, one of just a handful of players that have accomplished that. And really, this Chargers team could be better than the record shows. They're 2-2, but their 2 losses have both come in a third set. One of them was 6-5, and the other one was 6-4. So they're a couple points away from being undefeated. And I mean, you see the quality of players with Iturralde and his shot making, and then Migarena's just consistency in the backcourt. This is just not a team you want to see at any point of the year, whether it's
you just
now
look
or
at his
in May.
positioning, the way he moves to where the ball, where he thinks the ball is going, but where the ball is going and how he stops it, the way he drops down behind the 10 line.
It's unique.
Yeah, and made almost every catch in that set. As for the Fireballs, though, Lalu and Nicholas dropped their first match of the year, straight set loss to Jairo and Manu. That was 6-4, 6-5, so some close sets played there. From that point on, the Fireballs haven't lost a match, including a win over Iturbide and Amigarena. The Chargers got the first set here. Fireballs took the first set in the previous matchup. See if they can flip the result. Will be the Fireballs, Lalu and Nicholas with the serve.
We are ready to begin our second set. Lalu has a serve for the Fireballs. Rotate forehand. Iturbide picks it up on the bounce, keeps it on the right side. He passes. Robote is saved to the inside. Amigarena is there. Backhand from the 9.
Just got out of the way.
Lalu takes that in the air. Backhand from the 6 line. Robote forehand. There's a catch by Lalu. That scores. First point of the second set goes to Lalu and Nicholas.
And the closer the contact is to the sidewall when the guy's trying to make the play, I think the more difficult it is. And when it comes off at a pretty sharp angle, you can read the ball, you know where it's coming in. That time, you just got to put the cesta out and hope it stays in the basket.
Powerful backhand by Amigarena. Here's Nicholas. Right to the corner. Amigarena's there. High and hard to the back wall. Floating. Robote by Lalu. Here's Iturbide with the 2-all. Lalu got out there, read it, stopped it, brought it over the top, and Iturbide was there. He scores on the return. Well done by Iturbide. We're tied up 1-1. Iturbide serves for the Chargers.
2-all's been penalizing this year when it hasn't scored, but I mean, not for Iturbide. Look at this catch. Lalu picks it off the net. He doesn't have a great angle to attack the front wall, and then doesn't cross as he gets it back to Iturbide. Makes you pay.
Backhand by Nicholas. Powerfully thrown. Rotate forehand. Lalu takes it in the air. Backhand. Amigarena from the 10 line. Lalu calling for it. Robote. Iturbide takes it. Scoop by Nicholas. Amigarena's there. Oh, what a catch by Nicholas. He made that behind him. Amigarena from the 10 line. Nicholas high and hard from the left side to the back wall. Iturbide makes the catch. Powerful, powerful backhand. Robote coming out on a high bounce. Lalu fires it inside, crossing the wall, and Amigarena picks it up. Amigarena again takes it off the bounce. That ball goes off the tip of Nicholas's cesta. A second point for Iturbide and Amigarena. Iturbide serves. Nicholas had some difficulty with the back wall on that right side.
Yeah, and again, it's got to be even more frustrating, too, because he went out with that leg injury in the first match, obviously not 100%, and if Nicholas is, the game day could be just totally different.
Lalu picks the serve, rifles this backhand. What a catch by Amigarena. Amigarena picks that up on the bounce. He goes wall-to-wall high on the left side. Lalu on the rebote. To the backcourt, Amigarena's there. Ichibide, forehand rebote. What a scoop by Nicholas. Amigarena from the 8. Nicholas at the back wall, forehand. Back to the inside, Ichibide cuts it off at the 6th line. Rotate forehand by Ichibide. Caught in the air by Lalu. That ball took off and hit the overhead screen, which is out of play. That is a 3rd point for Ichibide and Amigarena. Ichibide serves.
Another one of those backhands from Nicholas. I mean, 3 backhands in the overhead screen for him. You know something's going on. And again, can't generate power with the legs. You got to do it somehow. And these rebotes the backhands are kicking up and out of play.
Amigarena at the back wall. Powerful backhand. Rebote coming out. Lalu, eyes on it. Little sidearm on that rebote. Ichibide has it. 2-all. Wound up and thrown to score. 4 points for the Chargers. Ichibide and Amigarena. Ichibide serves.
Starting to get hot with the shots. That's dangerous here, especially because they haven't gone to it yet. And what I love about this Chargers team is they can beat you in multiple ways. They've done it before where they just simply try to outcatch their opponents, and then they have Ichibide up there who can turn it on in an instant. You need the opportunities, of course, but that was a perfect one, and he executed it.
Powerful, powerful backhand by Nicholas. Rebote by Ichibide. Midcourt. Nicholas is there. Such a difficult catch by Amigarena. He powers it back to the corner, comes out. Rebote by Lalu. Ichibide just, that ball came off the sidewall a little more than he was expecting. Forehand by Nicholas. Ichibide playing deep. Stops it at the sidewall. Here's Nicholas again. Amigarena now from the 8 line to the inside, wall to wall. It's coming out to the rebote. Forehand rebote, lower and harder by Lalu. That ball caught on the tip of Amigarena Sessa, and a powerful backhand follows. Nicholas now goes wall to wall. Scoop attempt is tipped. 5 points for Ichibide and Amigarena. This gives them possible set and possible match point.
Opportunity to end it right here. Feels like all the momentum is on the side of the Chargers, and you just think, like, how can the Fireballs make this comeback? They need a lot of offense and don't have a lot of time to do it.
Big backhand by Nicholas. Rebote. Rebote forehand by Ichibide. Lalu's on it. Powerful backhand to the corner. Rebote, dying. Ichibide makes a save. Nicholas has it. Amigarena powerfully from the backhand. This stays inside, come back inside. Lalu's there. Ichibide on the catch. Backhand. Caught by Nicholas. What a catch by Nicholas. Here's the backhand. Amigarena reaching into the corner. Catch by Nicholas. Nicholas from the forehand. Amigarena, great catch. Backhand from the 9. Nicholas is there. Amigarena in the corner. Great catch. Bote by Lalu. Iturbide has it. He winds up. The 2-all will score for the win. Point set in a hard-fought match for Iturbide and Amigarena, taking it in straight sets. 6-3, 6-1.
Six-three, 6-1. We'll hear from our winners, Iturbide and Amigarena, in just a few moments.
Real money games are live in Florida. Real money games are live in Florida.
Real money games are live in Florida.
Real money games are live in Florida.
Real money games powered by Pass Motor Racing are now live in Florida, only on Hard Rock Bet. All you need is $1 to start. Win money your first 24 hours or get a games bonus back up to $100.
Take a look at that game day score here. 3-3 tie in the end. Fireballs and Chargers both get half a point. We're over in the cage with our winners, Iturbide and Amigarena. Just another great performance for you guys. 3-2 this season. Amigarena, what was working within this team tonight?
With Zuleika and Iturbide, both. Yeah, good. The last game we play very good. We don't make mistakes. Iturbide, when he has a kill shots, he throws very good, and that's the key. We play very good, and we get the victory. So very happy.
Awesome, guys. Half a point for your team. A big win. Congratulations for moving up the standings. Let's take a look at the standings here before we depart. Now the Chargers and Cyclones tied up at the top for first place, and you see the Renegades and Fireballs tied and still in the top 4. That's going to do it for us tonight. Make sure to join us tomorrow night, 7 p.m. Eastern, for another Friday Night Jai-Alai live from Jam Arena. We'll see you then.